Good evening, Bobberts.
Happy Thursday.
This is a rare occasion where we do two live streams back to back weeks because we're going to miss a couple. We are about to hit the road on what is it, a 9-day trip?
9-day trip.
So we leave bright and early tomorrow, make our way down to Hopkinsville, Kentucky to do a barrel pick with our fellow Bobberts. But that's not the occasion for tonight. At a special time with a special guest, we have Greg Keeley.
I am so excited. I've been looking forward to this for, like a month.
Since we went to Larrikin, I mean, you guys, those of you that are super fans of the channel, you know that we absolutely love the brand. Not only are Katie and Greg doing awesome things with really good whiskey, but they're also, I mean, just being themselves. You know, what really struck a chord with me is they don't try to be anyone that they're not. They're just honest and they're pretty transparent about basically everything that they do, or like as much as they're allowed to do, given, some contract agreements and things like that for whiskey. But just fantastic people, always making us laugh. And even editing that video, I was laughing like every 20 minutes because I would go back and watch it from the beginning to be like, all right, is this a good narrative? Is this a good story? And every time we got to the Wanker Wednesday segment, I would just start cracking up laughing.
Also, Katie is just naturally funny too. Yeah. She has that comedic bone to her, which is so, I mean, not a lot of people feel like super comfortable being on camera and can like get their personality through it. She definitely can.
Yeah, she was nervous about it, but she did a fantastic job.
She did.
It made us love a brand that we already really enjoy. So, we're happy to do a highlight with Greg as well, because I mean, I feel like we've been playing like content chicken with him for a while. Met him at KBF, and he was a nice guy, networked with him, and we're really just looking for an opportunity to have like a sit down conversation. And granted, this one's virtual, but I mean, I'm still here for it, both literally and figuratively. We got a couple people in the chat already. I see we got some early commenters, like we got Randall the Express Erickson.
Hello, quite a name.
Yeah, welcome in. Greg Keeley is such a great guy and fun to have around when you're doing a pick. I don't doubt that.
I bet it's a great time.
Yeah, cheers. We got Tim. What's up?
Hi, Tim.
One of the people joining us on our Casey Jones barrel pick.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have BK Fizz. What up?
Hello. Oh, a lot of people on the road get into the pick.
Also stuck in traffic.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, thankfully we'll give you some entertainment while you're waiting. And then I did put this in the chat here, but if you guys have any comments or like questions for Greg, feel free to leave them in the chat. We do have a couple of things that we kind of want to go through with him, and we're going to be trying some of his products as we go along. So essentially, we're going to just kind of slow roll this out. And then Greg should be on in somewhere between 15 minutes to a half an hour. And then we'll kick things off. Then we got our buddy Randy.
Hello.
For the #1 live stream of the month was happening in here. We'll see how it goes. Could be the live stream of the year.
Oh, man.
Look, we don't.
I'm not saying anything.
You already did. We don't determine how these things go. We're just here to present it for you.
Just wait until I finish my outfit. Then it's definitely going to be.
Oh, boy. We got Jay Banks. What up? We got Nick Lepee.
Hey, Nick.
What up, Bobberts and Wankers alike?
Wankers.
Hopefully there are no wankers in this chat here.
Yeah, get out if you're a wanker.
Which actually brings me to our next topic tonight. So we are, in fact, doing a giveaway.
Whoa.
There's going to be a couple of different kits that we're offering. But the word for today is Wanker Giveaway.
Not just Wanker.
Wanker Giveaway. Hashtag Wanker Giveaway, all caps. The idea for this one is if you haven't tried Larrikin yet, you are a wanker.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
We are following Katie's lead and trying to find a way to have fewer wankers in the world. So we will dig deep into our own collection and help you try some of the stuff that you haven't been able to get your hands on.
Yeah, it is limited distribution. So it is harder in some states. So we can't blame everyone for not trying it.
And we do also have some that are just not available anymore. They've been off the market for quite a bit. So we'll open up our hearts and send you something cool. Can't watch the stream without some Larrikin, right? Starting with American Light Whiskey, then Cigar, then 9-Year. I think you're supposed to do those in the opposite order because you're starting with proof and then working your way down. But I respect it. I like it. We'll definitely be cracking open, I believe, a 9-year single barrel that we have.
Yeah, we should start with the small batch.
Yes, we should. Let's get to it in just a second here. Also, which year of the light whiskey do you have? Because they're getting older. We got Relentless Mikey. What up?
Hello.
Why can't I sleep in the parking lot? That is a great question.
That is a fantastic question. They do chain it off, though.
Yeah, we had an idea for a bit a while ago where we said, what if we do stealth camping in the Buffalo Trace parking lot? I think you could probably get away with that a little bit easier than at Larrikin because you cannot leave once you are past hours in that parking lot.
Yeah, well, your body can leave, just not your car.
I don't know about that. Mr. I'm So Fly, welcome. What's everyone sipping on? I'm in a car headed to Larrikin, so that should be illegal, but I'm sipping in spirit. Hey, you're remedying half the problem. You're going to go and get spirits, even if you can't have them now.
Exactly.
Got Larrikin Cigar Lounge Batch 1. Ooh,
Nice.
I'm jealous.
That one's so good.
Ask him how many dehydrated raccoon scrotums are used in this product.
I mean, I could tell you now.
I'm sure
it's a lot.
I'm sure there's a story there. We got Reaper. What up? We got Jim Turner.
Hello.
We got Tim Coplin.
Hi.
We're excited too. I can't wait for Greg to enter the chat.
I'm very excited.
We got Dooley.
Howdy.
The juice is worth the squeeze.
Great channel. You guys should go and subscribe. I cannot speak. Go and subscribe to them. They are great.
Well, this is going to be a fun one. We got Tim Coplin. Can we ask Greg when they're coming to Florida? I mean,
yeah,
we'll get to it. Florida soon. They need a distributor. Yeah. Distribution is always the hardest part. But once we do the inevitable barrel pick, we'll be able to ship basically anywhere.
Tell Florida to get their shit together.
Us older East Coasters love this time for live. Well, I hate to break it to you. This is probably going to be one of the few at this time slot. And then I see a couple questions that I'm going to earmark for a little bit later. We got Ronnie Taylor. What's up,
hey,
man?
Ronnie.
Haven't seen you in a bit.
I know. I was just thinking of you.
Big Larrikin fan. Visited them during the Kentucky flood last year, and they were our favorite spot on the trip. We were lucky to be spoiled with Larrikin everywhere here in Wisconsin.
You really do have it everywhere.
So we are going to start with the small batch here as we start to warm up our palates as we wait for our guest. I was actually told that when it comes to the distribution map for Larrikin's access across the U.S., the rest of the map is like kind of like little blips everywhere. And then Wisconsin has its own actual map because it's so saturated with the product. And honestly, I'm here for it, considering it's so close to us. We can just drive across state lines and, not be wankers. Alan is, in fact, a wanker, but that is not the code word for tonight.
That should have been.
That should have been.
Can you change it?
Well, no, it's too late.
God damn it.
I guess I'm a wanker. Well, maybe tonight you'll be lucky and you will no longer be a wanker.
I know, we have some good giveaways.
Look, at some point in time, we're all wankers, all right? And then when you learn the Larrikin way, you go on the path to recovery. Then we got Kelly Thompson. What up?
Kelly.
We'll set this giveaway out. Enjoy whoever wins. And thank you so much, Randy, for helping us get some of the care package stuff for this giveaway. We're super excited. There's going to be, I believe, 4 or 5 different giveaways. So
I'll trust you.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. And for context, when we do the giveaway, since we are about to go on vacation,
Yeah, please give us some time.
Yeah, it's probably going to be maybe almost 2 weeks before we start to put everything together, but it'll happen.
I promise.
Yes.
Like 2 weeks from now, it'll be.
Oh, that is a earmarked question for later. We got a bunch of wanker giveaways. It has to be all caps and one word, Mr. 5-Pin. Copy what you see in the chat. Who else we got here? Wow, there's a lot of people that want the giveaway.
Do you think it's funny when people name their animals with like a Mr. and Mrs. first?
Like Mr. Pickles?
Yeah, Mr. Pickles or like Mrs. Noodles.
I drove by earlier, no emu scene. Yeah, because they're already being distilled.
Oh.
Mr. 5-Pin, you're getting so close. You're getting so close. Copy the chat. Never expect an emu.
I have seen emus before. They're very strange.
Yeah, but not in Kentucky. Welcome in, PETA. Thanks for joining.
Welcome.
Hell yeah. Old Granddad 114 single barrel.
I mean, some of them are hits.
We got a starting pour of Old Forester 100 proof, always a classic.
I love that pour.
We got our buddy Seth sipping on Liquor Barn's High Wheat Rye.
Ooh.
Probably my favorite Larrikin bottle. I'll take that Decades bottle back then. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you so much for hooking us up with one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever need more, I mean, we know where to find it.
We do.
We can return the favor. Larrikin single barrel in the glass tonight. Purple label. There we go. Mr. Five Pin got it. Sick. Oh, actually, that is plural. It's Wanker Giveaway. Right? Wanker Giveaway? Yep, Wanker
so.
Giveaway. Started to question myself. I'm 100. Larrikin is successful because of their Navy foundations. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's probably a part of it, but they don't lean into it too heavy, which I like. I like when a brand has the opportunity to market something and holds restraint, because that means they understand the impact of that implication. So it shows moral ethics, in my mind.
I mean, if you're going to support anyone, support the troops.
Exactly.
You know?
And then Mash Miles, in case you didn't see the other comments here, it has to be all caps. Y'all come to see me next week? We're going to try. We have a lot of stuff going on.
We do, but we might make it happen.
Randy, I feel like the British would argue this with you. I feel like for Larrikin's branding, being a wanker is a badge of honor, but the general term of wanker is usually frowned upon.
Yeah, you can call your friends a wanker, though.
We got Jammer. What up, Stock Sucks?
Hello.
We got Tom Anderson. Nice to see you.
Hello. Always the best emojis.
Yeah, we got DK Boiler. Ooh, the 143 proof light whiskey.
Oh. Are you starting the night with that?
Well, I mean, there we go. So close. Singular. Wanker giveaway.
Told you, should have just been wanker.
Give a wank away. that is a different giveaway that you can host on your own.
Oh,
on that note, we just hit 69 subscribers. So you do with that or not subscribers, viewers. So you do with that as you will.
We lost all our subscribers that we gained over the last month.
Yep. We lost all of it.
Oh, no.
Hard to find different things in my area, Massachusetts. Maybe you'll get lucky tonight.
I hope so.
The wanker giveaway is the keyword here. Larrikin Bourbon Cream, in my opinion, is the best. I fully agree with you.
That one's so good.
It puts Buffalo Trace on its ass.
Oh, yeah. I would say the Larrikin one and the Ben Holiday.
Wank a popper to save a kangaroo.
So good.
Wank a popper to save a kangaroo. You guys are awesome. I love this. There's a surprising amount of emus in Kentucky. Not anymore. Not since Larrikin showed up. And then we got two purple label. Okay, yeah, those are good.
Those are good.
I messed up and didn't stop at Larrikin on my last trip.
How dare you?
Can't have a pour. I mean, isn't it all over your market? I'm pretty sure we saw it at like your local store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's so much of it in Wisconsin. I should have taken a second.
Yeah, you should still be taking a second.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that sounds
Hi, Kevin.
Right. What up? Thank you so much for the care package. Appreciate you. Jono in Elizabethtown has a couple Lawrenceburg bourbon. I know where to find some, like, right now. Not too far from us. And I think...
Leave this live stream and go get it. No, I'm kidding.
No, and I'm also not going to tell you where it is, because we plan on going there to film tomorrow. So in about 2 weeks' time, you'll see where it is, and I highly doubt anybody knows where this place is. Probably only a select few know where it is. 294 South? I don't think I've had that before.
I don't think so. The Colorado one? With all the stickers on it?
I don't think we've had that one, though.
No.
I think we'll start the night with the Bear Claw. Hell yeah. Always a good move.
Oh, yeah.
Navy to its core will spill into all they do and who they are. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Thomas says, good point. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
And also, don't forget to hit the like button. Do both. Smash it and hit it.
And caress it.
You have two hands. Well, don't caress it.
Why not?
Because you need consent. Just starting my bourbon journey, so it's pretty new, but enjoying it. And learning a lot from your channel and others on YouTube. Thank you so much, Jay Banks. Really appreciate you. Can you do me a favor and just check? All right. Live stream's over. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Can you just check email to see if Greg's good?
I can.
Yeah, another reminder. Like this video. Show Greg that he is loved and show us that we're loved. It helps us get in the algorithm. Maple bourbon cream is the best.
No emails.
Okay.
Let me check Instagram.
That's fine. I'm sure it'll be on. We did give him a flexible time range. Sipping Cedar Ridge 9 3/4.
Oh, I just got mine. I'm so excited.
Ours. We just got ours. She keeps on thinking because it's Harry Potter themed, it's just for her. Our collection is ours together.
Well, you went on a whole tangent last time how much you hate Harry Potter.
That's exactly how it happened. This isn't gaslighting at all. Your video when you stopped at Larrikin made me add it to my must-visit list for this October.
Nice.
Hell yeah. They're great people, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit more about Greg tonight.
And leave some room for their food truck, which is like Australian meat pies.
Billabong Provisions, I think is what it's called.
Billabong.
It's pretty new. It wasn't available when we went down.
They were like opening it next week.
And we always miss things by like a week or a day when we go down to Kentucky.
Classic.
What up, Brian
Hello.
Sears? Welcome. It's up here. I just realized I do have the bourbon cream. You haven't bought the other stuff.
Oh.
Well,
that has to change.
No giveaway for you. Bop it, twist it, and pull it. The poke button.
Yeah.
Wank the like button. You guys are nuts. Thank you so much, Anthony. Really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Rain Whiskey, it has to be all caps. Everything has to be caps. Copy exactly what you see in the chat and on the screen.
All caps, no cap. Okay?
All caps with a hashtag in front of it. Wanker giveaway. Plural. He's on Wanker time.
On God.
I mean, we'll find out in about 13 minutes if he doesn't show up. Been looking for Larrikin in St. Louis, Missouri, various Illinois locations in Georgia and Nashville, but have not found it yet. So I'm guessing I'm just a big Wanker giveaway away.
Oh.
I mean, we'll hopefully correct that for you tonight. Good to know. Super excited. Sick. Sipping Short Barrel After Swarm. That's a good one. Loving the old Grad M 114. Would have passed, but your recommendations led me to a great pour. Everyone not a Discord member join and reap the benefits.
Oh,
thank you so much for that. Also love the tie-in to the screen name here. But yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic pour.
Yeah, easily one of the best.
We try to only recommend things that we actually like to people. So if you ever see us talk about something again and again and again, I'm sure at some point you're like, yes, I get it. It's great. But there's always new viewers. So we're always trying to make sure they get the same amount of information that everyone gets. So yeah, go out and get it if you can find it.
And eventually the beginner becomes like the master too. Once you like start seeing it over and over.
Yeah, and then you're going to start to give us recommendations. They'll be like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Have a Larrikin 143 light whiskey signed by Greg. That's awesome. Been eyeing the cigar blend. Do you think it's worth the price? Some markets are better than others. Like in Kentucky, we found it at Evergreen for, I don't know, like a flat 100.
I think so.
In our market in Chicago, it's like 140 on a shelf. So I think obviously if you can get something for a lower price, obviously pursue that. But I think the flavor is just so unique. And there's some questions we'll have for Greg in a minute about that. I think some stuff might be changing a little bit.
When it came to Binny's, that was the first one that sold out.
Flew off the shelf.
Yeah, it was so hard to find it for a little while.
Rosewater is such a cool and innovative concept. Can't wait to see what they'll do in the future. Well, we're going to ask them. See, if you join the Discord and you subscribe to the Patreon, I will read you a bedtime story in the form of sipping whiskey. I'll give you my notes on it. I mean, honestly, I'm in. I might join our own server now.
Honestly, I would do it.
Found a new batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye at Heaven Hill last week. I didn't even know that was out yet.
I didn't know either.
Love the cigar blend. Everywhere in Wisconsin. Cigar blend is magic. Wanker giveaway. I'm hoping that Greg likes our keyword for tonight. Binny's is 140. I prefer the lower price, but the 140 at Binny's is acceptable. It's right up there with Magnus Cigar. Yep. I would say it's honestly better. I think current Joseph Magnus, the Cigar Lounge, is better. But I think for like the previous, like the early iterations, it would probably be pretty close for me.
Yeah, like all the OG Nancy ones.
Yeah. I got it at Binny's for $120. That's a good price.
Especially if you have a coupon.
I'm in West Virginia, Macy Larrikin in 5 or 10 years. I'm hoping it's less than that. Then we had a bunch of it at Binny's by my work. Glen Ellen and Oak Park had a bunch. I mean, it's time to go scoop some up. So with no further ado, we have our guest of honor here. Oh, I actually failed to call this shout out. PETA, thank you so much for joining the channel and becoming a member.
Thank you so much.
Every contribution towards the channel really does help, and it makes this this dream and passion of making bourbon community, bourbon hunting, and like just talking about everything, something that's a lot more achievable. So we couldn't do it without your help.
I couldn't interview Greg without my hat.
Yeah, and then we also have Knish here, and then
Hey,
the
Knish.
single barrel Rosewater is better than Cigar Lounge. We'll find out in a little bit. We do have a single barrel pick. All right, so as I said, with no further ado, our guest of honor for the evening, we got Greg.
Welcome.
Hey guys,
How you doing?
Hello.
I'm great, thank you. I've had
I
to
gotta
put the
say-
blur on because I'm sitting in the kitchen and it's pretty messy, so sorry about
Oh,
that.
that's fine.
All good. I gotta say, I'm definitely jealous of the hat wear. I'm a big hat guy, and as soon as I saw this hit, I was like, I need this for obvious reasons.
It's so good.
Yep, these ones just they literally landed probably Friday of last week, and
That's awesome.
Amazing. Well,
Yep.
Randy, you need to pick one up for us while you're there.
Yes, please. So there's a lot to cover and a limited amount of time, but we first wanted to thank you for taking some time to do this. I know you're a very busy man with a lot of different events and tastings, plus you run a distillery, and God knows what else you do on top of that. I don't know how you manage to fit that many
Nothing.
hours in a day, but you're doing it well.
well, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Just it was like I was sort of going to retire after I left the military, and then I thought, oh, this would be a good idea. Why don't I just start a distillery? Turns out it's more work than than you could ever imagine, but it's great.
Oh,
I could
yeah.
have a normal job. But no, it's fantastic. Just love it.
I'm going to try to shift this layout here. There we go.
There we go.
Better
Now you can see my
perspective.
hat.
Instead of being in Instagram format on both sides of the screen. Yeah, I mean,
I see. You guys know lots about all this crap. I certainly don't know what's going on.
We've done it once or twice.
yeah,
I love the hat, by the way.
What's that?
The koala bear hat. I've got my koala bear shirt on today.
Nice.
Oh, I know. We had Randy pick up, who is one of your ambassadors,
Yeah.
pick up
Mhm.
one of your gins. I'm very excited to crack it open. And I insisted that I get one of the koala hats while I was there too.
Yeah, the gin. Well, those koala hats, I love those. Wait till winter. I'm just going to wear mine everywhere. But everyone loves those koala hats. But we dropped the gin for the first time. Probably 4 weeks ago, and it's just gone crazy.
That's amazing.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, we both have like varied backgrounds in different spirits, so it's nice to see that you're doing more than just, whiskey. We obviously love bourbon and whiskey more than anything else, but it's nice to have like a wider range of things for a wider audience. Because, what about, the wife that follows the husband and she's just rolling her eyes? She's like, I don't like whiskey. You're like, here, try this. So it's great to give a nice variety of options. Plus, you're doing really unique things with the gin.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, some botanicals that you have in there and like citrus I've never seen before. So it's nice and refreshing.
Yeah, we've been, the gin, I think I've got a bottle line around here somewhere. You know what? I do. Surprise, surprise, it was in the freezer.
Smart.
So can you see it with this stupid thing on? When it gets a bit darker in here, I can turn this stupid blur thing off. But that's our koala bear gin. This one's our olive gin. For the first time in history, I had a retailer tell me that we should put the price up.
I mean, that's kind of a good problem to have.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, normally you guys are bitching at me about what the price is, and you want to sell it for another $5 less than the guy next door or whatever. Yeah, he's like, this is too cheap. You've got to put it up. I was like,
That's amazing. How much does it retail for?
$39.99.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said it should be a $50 to $60 bottle. So
No.
yeah,
No. I mean, gin is hard because, clear spirits, it's hard to justify like basically an unaged spirit versus like something that's spent time and collected taxes and stuff like that. So I feel like some people would bite at like 50 to 60, but 40 is like the sweet spot for value, especially for a craft gin.
Agreed.
Yeah, the good thing is the only gins in America that are any good are craft gins. And
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know, there's a lot of, I hate to say it, but I say it all the time. Americans make shit gin. And there's a lot of good craft gin out there. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the big gin manufacturers, you know, the big houses. They make terrible gin because it's just juniper and that's pretty much it. So, and it's just not very good. So
yeah,
our goal is with Koala Bear is to have the preeminent craft gin distillery in the country by this time.
Uh-oh, we losing him?
Is that our internet going buggy?
I don't know.
Hopefully it's well, it could be mine. I live in the country. So, and I've got an Elon Musk thing on the roof. So
you're waiting for that Starlink?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get zapped by him at some point. He's probably already zapped. But yeah, we've got the old Starlink on the roof because we can't get anything else out here. But it works pretty well. I don't mind it.
Oh, that wasn't even a joke. That's just real life. Okay. That's
funny.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they still made Starlink. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I'm switching out my bourbon for gin because now I feel like I want a gin.
You have to represent your new product.
I didn't waste any, though. I kept it in the put it back in the bottle.
So we have a bunch of your products here, and we're planning on doing a giveaway after this for basically people that don't have your products in their market. So maybe they can start clamoring towards distributors to start opening up some access for you. And not to mention,
you'd be shocked how much that works.
I mean, I for a little bit of a side story, I used to work in promotion for an underground rapper, and he would basically have all of his audience call into the radio stations. I did.
You worked for an underground rapper.
Yeah, I used to work for Tech 9 doing street promotion back in the day.
The only one that I know, I only know Flavor Flav. He's the only one I know.
Okay. I mean, he's the best one to know. He's definitely a character.
Yeah.
I met him in Chicago, funnily enough.
Did you?
That's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very fitting.
I didn't know who he was.
So
and I was at this
our
hotel.
hope and plan for this is to maybe give a while.
Oh. I think you froze or I froze.
Okay.
I'm a little behind.
All right. Looks like we might have some minor lagging issues here, but hopefully that'll kind of iron itself out. But yeah, so we are going to move on to the next product and then start asking you some questions.
Do you want to do the speed round first?
We can do that in a minute.
Okay.
So first, tell us about your life before you started Larrikin.
It was a dark and stormy night. Oh, by the way, Katie said hello.
Aw, I love Katie.
She loves you.
Tell her we said hi.
She's the best.
She's in Nashville at the moment doing all the things.
Yeah. I saw her put up a picture with #NotWanker, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, we do. So, I forget what the bar is, but it's a really, really cool bar in Franklin, which is where all the rich folks live out. All the country artists and stuff. They just put on our whole line today, so that was really cool. And the barman looked way cooler than anyone I've ever met. So
that's awesome.
That's amazing.
So to the question of life before, I spent 22 years in the military, in the 12 years in the Royal Australian Navy, and then was recruited over to the US Navy and spent 10 years with the USN until retired. Well, I was medically retired because I got a bit banged up in Afghanistan on my last trip in 2013. So, yeah, 22 years in total. I never once served on a ship, believe it or not. I was what they call a ground sailor or a dirt sailor, and deployed to places like Afghanistan, Iraq, obviously, but also Timor, Papua New Guinea, all through Africa and stuff like that during my career. Retired in 2013, but had a great career. I really enjoyed it. But after that, it's like, what do you do? So I went to work for, did a bit of defense contracting for a little bit. Ran a defense startup. 2 of them. One was a disaster. One went pretty well. And then it was like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I was sort of going to be semi-retired and, live high on the hog, as it were. And then I took a contract here in Kentucky and just fell in love with the Kentucky and decided to stay. And Katie, who obviously she was a US diplomat serving overseas, and she met a bunch of my friends that were, pretty badly banged up when we were at Walter Reed and stuff, and decided she wanted to become a nurse to look after, veterans. And so she quit being a diplomat and became a nurse at 40-something, joined the Navy as well. And, but we decided to move to Kentucky. We didn't know a single person, and we just did it. And now we live on a, 100 and something acres just up, we're half mile from Four Roses, just over the bridge there, if you've ever been there. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate it. My distillery is right next to Wild Turkey, so it's a pretty good deal. And I remember when we bought the farm, Katie was like, "We're not buying this because it's near Four Roses, is it?" I'm like, "No." Little did she know at the time.
Oops. She did also mention that you have some special skills that no one else has, like removing ears.
Well, we don't want to prod too hard on that. But before we go any further, I would like to just kind of clear the air. We are a pro 4-letter F word family. So if you want to let certain words fly, like, we don't care.
True.
This is just a little disclaimer for those at home that have smaller ears around.
Awesome.
So feel free to truly be yourself.
Well, what I do, I always, whenever I do a talk or whatever, I always start by saying, look, I've got to apologize in advance. I've had traumatic brain injury, which means I forget names and I cuss a lot. And
I think I have that too.
Yeah, that's not the reason, but that's what I'm blame. And I did a Wanker Wednesday one day, and someone was complaining about me saying fuck on Instagram, and I said, look, the 2 people on the planet that swear more than anyone else are sailors and Australians, and I'm both. So
they also say the more you swear, the more intelligent you are. So
correct. I have that saying up on we have a TV at the back where we put pictures and stuff, and that comes up on the screen every so often. The more you swear, the more intelligent you are.
I see here that there must be an epidemic for this condition.
Pap, I think that's exactly right.
That's funny.
So yeah, like a couple more questions we have for you. Before we get to that, we are drinking your Pour for the Roses. So we missed the drop for this when we went to go visit the distillery, and we got to meet Katie. But thankfully, we found it in Indiana, so it's not too far from us. But this is a fantastic pour. Mm-hmm. This kind of leads me into a couple of questions, but the first one is going to be, I understand that you have like a background in wine, or your family does?
Yeah, so my background in wine is pretty much drinking it. But the family, gosh, my picture just went big. I don't know what happened there. I don't want to be looking at myself. Have I still got you guys?
Yeah, you're here.
I just put it on to focus on you.
Oh, God, now I'm looking at myself. That's awful.
You can put it on both of us.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, please.
There we go.
Oh, my God, that was horrible. My family have been in the wine sort of business for about, 3 generations. My brother's the guy now. And, I was sort of slated to go in, take on the wine business, the winery, whatever. But I hated farming, and farming just wasn't for me. So, and wine is 99% farming. I always, and so I ran off and abandoned all that and joined the Navy, as it were. People always say, it must be really different distilling bourbon and distilling wine, or making wine. And I'm like, well, yes and no. I mean, with wine, if a bit of bacteria gets into the tank, right, you can kind of be screwed. I can have a seagull land in my vat, and as long as I scoop the beak out, no one's going to know. So that's why I like making bourbon more than I like making wine.
When we went to Ben Holiday, they made a joke where they said, we can give you our mash bill, we can give you all the ingredients and the components, we can have you make it at home, but you don't have our flies. Without our flies, it won't taste the same.
It's 100% true. It's I don't know what's in mine sometimes, but we've never had a beak, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's when you get those meaty notes.
If I ever find a beak inside of the bottle, I'm gonna say, is this my golden ticket? Can I get a single barrel from you?
Or like unlimited Larrikin?
Oh yeah, if you get the beak, that would be pretty epic. I don't know if we've had a beak in there yet, but we've had other stuff in there. But it's at that stage, it's like 180 proof or 60 proof, depending on what it is. It doesn't matter. You can drop a whole person in there; it wouldn't make any difference.
Anything that touches it is immediately going to be sanitized.
Correct. Well, we actually, when we're making our vodka and stuff, when we do the first run, because we distill our vodka 9 times, but when we do the first run, we always just pour off a few pails of metal pails of the initial distillate, and we use that to clean the tanks and everything afterwards, and the floors and all that. It just makes the whole place smell like corn. Hang on, keep talking. I've got to let my dog in.
Okay.
Oh.
I love the hashtag. I got the beak.
I got the beak.
Beak equals golden ticket, like Willy Wonka. I mean, that's exactly where my head was at.
I was thinking like a tequila worm.
Well, you don't want to eat the beak.
No, you don't want to eat the beak. That's actually a good T-shirt. Don't eat the beak.
Don't eat the beak.
Yeah, feel free to run with it if you like it.
I might. I like that a lot, actually.
So I have another question here for you, and this is more whiskey focused. What got you into whiskey? Like at any one point in your life when you first started to discover spirits that you enjoyed, what made you gravitate towards whiskey?
Well, I mean, it's the American spirit, right? So there was not really any other choice as far as I could, as far as I was concerned. I mean, if I was going to go down the distilling path, there was never anything else it was going to be. So, in Australia, when you go, or in, the UK where we've lived, and, Italy and stuff, if you go into a liquor store there, there's an entire wall of gin. Just like there's a wall of bourbon, in everywhere here. So I grew up, I probably made my first gin when I was, and I'm not exaggerating, probably 13, maybe 14 by myself. And so I love gin. I grew up making gin. But I figured, well, I'm not going to make gin here. One, it's just not what one would do. And two, bourbon was a bit more of a challenge. So I had no idea what we were doing. And we just had a crack at it. And here we are. That is, and everybody, and I mean everybody, from distillers that I know, that everyone that are household names, to my parents, all told me not to do it. The only one that didn't was Katie. She was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, have a crack at that." So we did.
That's a good partner.
Yeah, definitely somebody who is supportive, and based off the dynamic that I kind of got secondhand from our interview with her, I could tell not only one, do you guys love each other a lot, but you also support each other, and you're willing to have fun with it. Like, I think one of the throwaway lines that was in the video was like, yeah, who needs a 401k? Who needs this? Who needs that? Whatever. Like, fuck it. We've got to go for it. And that resonates with us so hard, because like what we're doing right now, if you talk to anybody who's not in the world of spirits, they're going to be like, that's the craziest thing possible. Like, why would you just like go around? Yeah. Why would you drive around looking at liquor stores, telling people what they should buy? Why should anyone listen to you? And it's because dedication, the capacity to know how to translate what's up here into down here, which is not always easy, and then see if it matches with like what people like. So if we listen to those people, we wouldn't be here talking with you right now.
Well, and the other thing, you guys, is that, you're dead for a long time. And if you don't have a crack, you can always, you can do this, and it might be in 3 or 4 years the biggest freaking disaster of all time, and it didn't work or whatever. At least you can always go and get another job somewhere.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
that's how I looked at it. It's like, we mortgaged the farm to get started, just to buy some barrels at the start, and buy bottles, because we started this during COVID, which was probably not the best idea, but I was bored. So, and Katie was deployed, so I did it I started it when she was away, so she couldn't stop me.
That story was my favorite part of the entire interview, because it was basically the entire setup for how everything came to be. And through the magic of editing, that part of the story kind of came in the middle. And I was like, no, I got to push this to the front. Like, this sets up the whole framework for everything.
And it's 100% true.
And I think it's great that, like, a lot of guys will go out and be like, honey, I bought this whiskey. Honey, I bought this bottle or whatever. And the wives just kind of roll their eyes. You're like, honey, I started a distillery. And she's just like, okay, like, I guess that's our life now.
Yeah.
And
I started it while you were deployed serving our country, by the way.
Us guys, we have a little bit of like trickery. We're like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, because like we can get away with it. The partner's not around. What you did is like an epic level scale for comparison.
Yeah. It was pretty, even, I guess it was in hindsight. I didn't really think about it at the time. I was just rolling with it. But when I give it some thought, I was like, that was pretty dumb.
Yeah, I mean, greatest move you could have made, honestly. You're definitely starting to make waves, which brings me to the next question. Talking about the challenges of marketing an Australian word to a predominantly American audience.
True.
When we first started, pursuing your brand, trying it, getting to learn what the flavor profile is like, I kept saying the name wrong.
Larrikin.
And it's just, like, if I went to another country and expected to observe the language, I wouldn't really get it. But like, you're basically catering to a community of people that, for the most part, are enjoying a category that hasn't really evolved. And you're like, here's a new thing to put in your lexicon. Yeah. Figure it out. So like, for you, what is the biggest challenge centered around that?
Yeah, it has been a little bit of a challenge, but at the end of the day, the thing that most people call it is Larrikin for some reason. It's like there's a silent I or something, but people call it Larrikin all the time. And you know what? I don't give a shit. They can call it whatever they want, as long as they like it and drink it
or
and
buy it,
tell their friends about it and buy it. And it's like people. Yes, Pap. I think who doesn't love a kangaroo, right?
Yep.
With boxing gloves on it, because it'll fuck you up.
And this is a good one too. Way better than another old something.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna like old whatever. There's like all these people that have old this and old this. It's like, no, it's not old. It's like, that's not old. But that's just a bourbon thing, I guess, and half their luck. But it's just been kind of crazy. But the Larrikin thing, it's great. Like, I walked into our tasting room today, into our tasting bar. We call it the front bar, but it's our But you've been there, right? Yeah, you were there with Katie the other day. Anyhow, I walked in there, and it was pretty busy today because it was Thursday, and there were, let's say there was 6-7 tables all with people, full of people. Half of them had Larrikin shirts on.
Oh.
Which just blows me away every time I see. Like, I go to a thing in Indiana or whatever, and people are turning up in Larrikin shirts and hats, and it just shocks me every time I see it. I just don't get it. But
it's a great feeling to see your brand or someone else that it resonates so much with them that they want it.
Yeah, and the support we've got has been more than extraordinary. It's been amazing, and we've someone said to me the other day up in green something, in everything in Indiana, every town, city starts with the word green. I don't know if I was in Greensville, Greentown, Greensburg, Green, whatever. Anyhow, I was in a Green somewhere, Green something, Indiana. And the guy's like, you guys have a bit of a cult following up here. I was like, I don't know, is that good or bad? And he's like, no, that's great. And I kind of feel like that's what it is. And I don't know if it's a cult following. That's probably not the right word to use. But we've got some really loyal folks that, will try all our crazy stuff, and they'll try our gin even if they don't like gin, and they'll try the Rosewater or the Cigar Lounge because they're willing to give us a try. And you can't put a price on that,
Totally.
And trust me, it doesn't go from Katie and I's perspective and the rest of the team. It's really, really appreciated, and we wouldn't be here without that. Like you guys were saying at the top when I joined, without these guys supporting us, and a big part of it is talking about us, going and asking for it in the local liquor store, telling your friends at the bottle share or at the barbecue to go and try it, because then people will try it. And that makes a huge difference. Katie always says when people are in that, we love Wild Turkey, so I'm not having a crack at Wild Turkey. They're awesome neighbours. And but Katie will say, Wild Turkey won't notice if you don't buy a bottle from them when you're there, but we sure as hell do notice when you do buy a bottle. And, that stands for all the craft distillers out there. It makes a big difference, huge difference.
It really does. I mean, the echoing sentiment that we have with not only your brand, but like what you guys are doing and how you're doing it, is it kind of reminds us a little bit of like our own footing in trying to get this channel off the ground. We didn't know what we were doing in the beginning. We just kind of figured it out as we went along. Every decision we made felt like detrimental because, when you have that much emotionally and financially invested in something, it all feels like it's for nothing sometimes. Yeah. And then you start to get people that, really start to fuck with you. And they're just like, I like what you're doing. I'm going to continue to follow this because I want to see how this develops and how it grows. And, we've been slowly doing that over time. We've enjoyed more and more of your products. As I'm about to pull up another one that wasn't in our collection until recently, the 8-year bonded.
It's my favorite.
And it's gotten to the point where we keep on having a discussion where do we need to just clear one of these shelves off and just make it all there?
Yeah, do it.
And
I'll buy you a new shelf.
I think when we come back from vacation, we're actually going to make a dedicated shelf for you back here.
I think we are. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I'm 100% down with that.
I would hope so. I'd feel a little awkward if you didn't like it.
I will donate a bottle of something for your shelf.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe a couple of bottles of something. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll send you some little 375s of stuff we've just pulled and things that you can put on.
I mean, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. I'm also okay with that.
We just pulled a bunch today, and they were really high proof.
Say less. I'm in.
Yeah, light whiskeys, and I'm talking 155 to 165.
Oh my God.
And they just taste like peanuts and coffee. It's crazy. But
wow.
I'm into that.
I tasted probably 8 of them or 9 of them today. 7 of them were awesome. 2 of them were just awful. And I was like, they're exactly the same distillate, and they've been sitting in the same spot for 8 years, literally next to each other. And 7 of them were like remarkably good, and 2 were just, one of them it made my whole face tingle and stuff. I was like, this is awful. And then we tried another one literally straight after it, and that one was awful too. And I was like, oh no. But after that they got better again. So it was it just shows you though, people, I think a lot of folks, our most popular tasting or flight at the distillery is when we put the 4 single barrels together of different barrels.
Yeah.
And we deliberately put one in that's not as good as, probably not a single barrel worthy thing, just so, and we tell people these barrels literally were within 1 or 2 slots of each other on the rack, but they're so different. It's the same distillate, same age, barrels came from the same place, but they're so different. And I think people really enjoy it because they see for the first time, because everyone hears single barrel this, single barrel that. What is it? Doesn't really mean anything until you compare and contrast the two, So,
I mean, yeah, that's all really true. We have a number of your single barrels at this point. I think we have 3 different purple labels.
We have one of the Ira's hazmat.
Yeah, that one's great.
That one's insanely delicious.
That was stellar. They don't come along very much.
That immediately had us get bit by the Larrikin bug. And then it was a little bit of time where we weren't really seeing a ton of it. And then it started to hit our market. And then we were like, okay, well, now we can get it whenever we want. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But, it just goes to show, even if there's like a pretty big sliding scale for difference in flavor, you at least have enough of an overall like good success rate with these barrels. And even those 1 or 2 that turn up a little bit different, I'm sure if you did a single barrel pick, thered be somebody that would be absolutely gassed over it.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, wow, this is the best thing I've had.
And, that's the thing that I not struggled with, but had to come to terms with, or appreciate probably is a better word, that, I've built the entire Larrikin brand on my palate. Not saying it's the greatest palate in the world. I'm saying it's what I appreciate and enjoy and whiskey I like.
Sure.
And it's been one of those things where I've had to go, okay, not everyone's going to like everything I like. But then I thought about it and I said, well, I don't give a fuck. If they don't like it, they can drink something else. So that's why we've tried to, like our bottled in bond are always going to be a little bit, tiny bit different each batch because we do them by hand. Every batch is maximum of 5 barrels. Normally they're 3 to 4, so they're not big batches. But that's the one with that and the small batch, actually, funnily enough, the 2 you've got up there are the 2 that I try and keep as close to the OG as we can. And you just started talking about the bottled in bond. People always ask me when I go to a bar, Steve, I'd love to be in Iowa, but I don't know. I don't know why we're not in Iowa. We'll talk offline, Steve. I made the bottle in. So people always ask me, what do you drink when you go to a bar and they don't have your stuff? Well, one, I'm too old to go to bars now. I don't really go to bars anymore. I just sit on my porch and drink my own stuff. But when I do go to a bar, I'll just drink Wild Turkey 101. Because to me, it's like the archetype. I didn't grow up on it because I didn't grow up drinking bourbon or whiskey, but it's the archetypal American bourbon to me. It's always good. It's a great pour. It's the proof I like, the 100 proof. And so I drink that all the time. So the Larrikin bottled in bond was my kind of version of 101. Not that I was trying to mirror 101, but I wanted to make the bourbon that I thought was the benchmark for what bourbon should smell like, should taste like, and should look like. And that's what
blueprint for quality.
Right. Well, the quality that I like.
Sure.
And that was the first bourbon I ever went down the path with of saying, you know what, I don't care if it's not palatable to everybody. This is what I like. And the bottled in bond has almost become our benchmark from a perspective of profile. So it used to be I'd try and get the bottle in bond to sort of align with our single barrels. Now it's kind of flipped. I'm now finding single barrels that have the same characteristics as what I create for bottle in bond. So it's changed the script a little bit in the last year and a half, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know any like certain flavors that you seek out for barrels?
That's a really
I know
good
it's
question.
hard.
No, it's not. But I'm, we're very, we're not very scientific or structured in how we've done things. And for a long time, it was just me and a couple of buddies doing this. So it was always honest to God, just on palate. And it was like, I like it or I don't like it. And I've tried to carry that over in so much as I don't look for it to have like leather or this or that or tobacco or anything. One, I probably don't even know what that tastes like. But 2, I just know what I like. And when we sit down and batch, say, a bottle in bond, I just get it to the place I like. I don't know what the barrels are I'm just tipping different stuff in. Like, we literally sit there at my table in my office, and I'll have 20 samples that we pulled out of, whatever we're doing, 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds. And I just sit there mixing them like this. And it might take 30 minutes. It might take 3 hours, 4 hours to get it right. But then all it is, it's like, okay, well, I like these 4 barrels worked. That's what's going into the next batch. We don't weigh it. We don't do anything. We just tip them all together and see what happens. And that's how we make it. And I had a very good friend of mine from a pretty big distillery there's a couple of months ago now. And I said, hey, we're doing our next bottle in bond. Oh, no, we're actually making a cigar lounge blend. And I said, do you want to sit in and help? And he's like, yeah, I'd love to. Anyhow, we sit there with like the 30 bottles sitting around us, and I'm just doing this and pouring, try this. And I had a buddy there, and I had a couple of the team there, and everyone's just trying it. Anyhow, we get to the formula, the blend, and it was perfect, exactly what I wanted. And I said, okay, just pour all those barrels in together. And he looks at me and he's like, you seriously do it like this, or did you just do this for me? And I was like, no, dude, that's how we do it. And he was like, oh my God. And he was like, but it turned out. So that's honestly how we do it. We don't get scientific.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's controlled chaos.
It kind of is. I brought on a Barb McDonald from Law's Whiskey House as our lead distiller, because I'm doing a lot more traveling and all that stuff. And she's brought a bit of sanity to a bit of grown up distilling thing to the room. She writes stuff down. She sometimes weighs and measures stuff, and I'm like, geez, that's like very complicated. But so it's a good yin to yang. The great thing now is I can get the 4 barrels and say, here they are, and here's what I want it to taste like, and she goes off and gets it done.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's great to have that kind of support system.
Oh, she's awesome. She's a champion. Like, she's a chemical engineer and this and that.
That's great. So this next one, I should say, I have turned around because I wanted a nice dramatic reveal. This goes to show the level of innovation that you have. And we did get this Rosewater single barrel with a little bit of help from our buddy Randy, who's one of your distributors, one of your ambassadors. So we haven't cracked this open. We're super excited for this. But, we've kind of talked about the story of the Rosewater, or maybe I can get you a better peek here.
Damn. Okay. I've never even seen that bottle. Hang on, I've got to shut this thing. There's too much glare coming in. Keep talking. I'm listening.
Yeah. So we're excited to try this one. And, the Rosewater story we talked about in our video, how it's a very unique and innovative idea. And it basically caused the TTB to freeze for 2 years, trying to figure out what to do about it. So something that I wanted to ask you that I found out recently, here, feel free to pour for yourself first. I heard wind that you're using a unique aging process that isn't really common in terms of the bourbon market. Everybody knows the old thing. What do you need to make bourbon? Need charred, new oak. Everyone assumes American, but that's not the case. It's just this thing that we all take kind of for granted. We don't follow the whole statement. Like when people used to think bourbon can only be made in Bourbon County, totally wrong.
People think that.
The fact that some people still believe that still blows my mind, because that was never part of it. They're like, oh, well, real. What is real?
I wish it was that bourbon can only be made in Kentucky, but it's not, unfortunately.
I mean, some places are doing crazy stuff in their climates.
That's true.
Like Texas is absolutely batshit crazy right now. But
So there's some great whiskey comes out of Indiana and stuff. I was up there just last week, and Old 55 and Hammer or Harmer, whatever it's called,
Old Hammer.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
really good whiskey. I was really surprised. Not surprised, that's the wrong word. I was really pleased that because I wasn't expecting jack shit out of it, and it was like the Old 55 single barrel I had was delightful.
They're making crazy stuff up there.
Totally.
Yeah.
But so I guess the overarching question that I'm asking is, do you feel comfortable telling people about what you do with wood for all of these bottles that's different than the rest of your, maybe most of the people in the whiskey world?
Sure. So one thing, you'll find with us is none of this is rocket science. We're not saving lives. I'm not, doing anything like that. We always put the mash bill on the front of our bottles because, coming out of the wine with a wine background, if you're buying a $100 bottle of wine, $50 bottle of wine, you want to know what the hell's in it, what grapes are in it, what varietals you like. And so it was just, to me, not even a thing that we would not put the mash bill on the front. And people have really liked it. So that's been one of those things. As for our barrels, we use Monty. I'll show you my wood if you come up with it.
I figured you'd like this comment.
Yeah, we use new French oak, and we've also got a bunch of stuff set up in new Hungarian oak.
Ooh.
And the reason, I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we'll see. And the reason is twofold, I guess, is, my old man, my father's been getting barrels off the same guy in France for literally 150 years. 50, let's say 50, but literally a long time. So I get the Trevor Keeley price on barrels coming directly out of France. So because French oak is really expensive.
Yes, it is.
And it's still more expensive, but it's not prohibitive like it would be if I was sourcing it here. Hungarian oak is a little less, and it's easier to get now. We get that direct from Hungary as well. And, the wood is a lot harder. You'll find with most of our bourbons, Larrikin bourbons, and whiskeys for that matter, is they're not very oaky. And the fact there's not a lot of oak in them, so the tannins are pretty low as well. And that's what I'm trying to achieve with these. I personally don't like heavily oaked bourbon.
Sure.
Or whiskey for that matter.
There's like a very fine line for us.
I'm very sensitive to double oaks. So whenever someone tries to recommend it to me, I'm like, I'll try a sample first.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I'm not a double oak guy. It's just not my thing. And neither is the tannins, because I think, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm not a chemist, but one thing with our bourbons is they don't drink hot. So I don't care if it's 150 proof or it's an 80 proof. I don't mind the spice in your mouth and the warmth and the heat and the little bit of a hug. But when you swallow it, it doesn't give you heartburn. And, I'm sure you guys can do this, but I can tell now when I smell a nose of whiskey if it's going to give me heartburn or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's, I don't know what, I put it down to the tannins and I think I don't know. But I attribute our whiskey not doing that a lot to the harder French oak and the wood we're using. And American white oak's on a bit of a struggle bus at the moment with, it's been over forested, it's been over, harvested, and the barrels just aren't as good as they probably were in Jimmy or Eddie Russell's day.
No,
definitely
not.
No, I think we're probably like Wild Turkey right now is at the end stage of like
those legacy wood or like patches of really good wood. They're now too young. Right. They're not growing thick enough, or like environmental things are severely changing it. But no, I agree with you.
So, and I think you'll see more. And I know a bunch of craft distillers now that are using, whether it's Croatian, Hungarian, Eastern European oak, and I think it's the way we've got to go, and that's another education thing. Like when I say to people, I'm doing a talk or whatever, and I say, we age, our stuff goes into new French oak, and everyone's like, well, you can't call it bourbon, right? I'm like, no, it just has to be oak, it just has to be charred, and it just has to be in a vessel. It can be in a box. It can be in a ball. It can be in a coffin. It can be in whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
You can run it over a stave, and it can still be considered bourbon if it's aged a certain amount of time.
Correct. Yep. And,
I do have to pause for a second and say this
is great.
Is amazing. I took my first sip. I'm a tea lady through and through. My favorite teas are like chai and lavender tea, and this scratches that itch of like if I wanted to kind of calm down with a glass of tea, but I still wanted bourbon.
So you want the calming influences of a lavender tea or rose
I could wind
tea.
down or I could turn up. Like
It's
it could really go either way.
So effectively, you want 130 proof tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If more tea was 130 proof, I'd drink tea all the time. But it's
I
not.
love tea.
It's just that little. I'm not always the biggest fan of tea, but what you guys did with this is absolutely genius.
It's so good.
We've only seen one other brand that's tried to do that, and I think that was what was that? The Heaven Hill like subsidiary company.
Oh, Few. Yeah, they did a rose.
Yep.
But they did, I think, like an Earl Grey, and it didn't turn out the same way. It just had like those kind of like darker, like touch bitter notes.
Yeah.
This blows that completely out of the water.
I do have my own like little brew. It's Hojicha in EY whiskey, and it's so good in an old fashioned.
What is it?
Hojicha tea. It's like a roasted,
like heavily roasted
green tea. And then a Japanese whiskey, and I just infused it in there. It makes a mean old fashioned.
Yeah. Bring some next time you come up.
I will.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And if you're looking to get into the RTD market, like a Rosewater Highball would probably be batshit crazy and amazing.
So funny you say that. We're in the final stages of our development of our new RTDs. We're going to release 3 Larrikin RTDs and 3 Koala Bear RTDs. I don't know if you when you came in, you had the Fat Wombat hard ginger beer. That's becoming Koala Bear hard ginger beer made with our vodka, and then we're doing a gin and tonic, and we're doing a gin and yuzu with black tea.
Say less. I am there.
It's delicious. And then on the bourbon side, we're doing a Kentucky Mule or a Melbourne Mule. What are the other 2? I can't think off the top of my head. But literally, we've signed off on 3 of the formulas. We're tweaking the other ones. And funnily enough, 2 of them are getting tea added to them.
Nice.
I'm going
to be your first customer on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and what we're doing with them is a little bit different. We're putting them in a regular like beer can, so it's not the tall, skinny thing. And I want it to be a substitute for beer when you go into the lake or the pool or barbecue or whatever. And it's 5. They're all 5% alcohol. They're all super easy to drink and just no added sugar or anything like that. And but a lot of people aren't familiar here in the US with the term highball, but effectively it's just the spirit with a soda water or whatever, and maybe a pinch of tea or lime or whatever it is. So we're trying to introduce the highball thing to the market here.
Yeah,
that's great. I mean, we've been big fans of highballs for a long time, especially when you get one with like the Suntory machine. Those are crazy good.
So good.
They are good. Yeah, I had my first one of those in Chicago not a month ago out of the Suntory machine.
Was it
Longman and Eagle?
I don't remember where I was. It was freaking great. I didn't want to have it. I was like, I don't think so. I'm not having something out of the machine. Blah, blah, blah. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
The aggressive carbonation on those machines is a game changer. And like I used to work at the bar that we mentioned, Longman and Eagle. They had a Michelin star as like a high-end whiskey bar with like everything from like cheap $3 options to like pre-prohibition stag. So like you could have any sliding scale for what you wanted. And I became addicted to those highballs to the point where we have a soda stream and I just let it go until it's full. I'll turn the canister to let the gas out. I'll turn it back in and run it again. I'm like, nope, I need spicy bubbles. I don't care how much gas I'm wasting. It has to taste like the Longman highball.
It's so
hey,
good.
You're not wasting it. You're gassing it. That's the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, we should. I might start doing that at the distillery. That'd be pretty cool if we did that at the distillery.
Absolutely.
I'll be your first customer when you're ready to unveil it.
Especially with like the meat pies too. That would go so well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks for giving that a shout out. So our food truck officially opens this Saturday.
Ooh. Amazing.
Called Billabong Provisions. It's in the front because we've now got a big patio in the front with it's all covered and like you can sit outside, rain, hail, or shine. And we have our food truck there called Billabong Provisions, and it serves Australian meat pies, sausage rolls, good coffee, and soon we'll have a couple of Australian desserts like lamingtons and things like that.
I'm so in. It's also very hard to find good coffee once you're on like the bourbon trail.
Yes,
it's a struggle.
A travesty.
Yeah. Since we're talking about, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that's one of the things we're going to build it up slowly, but there's only going to be 2, maybe 3 coffees available. One will be like, and they'll all be Australian kind of coffee. One will be like an espresso, and then there won't be any brewed coffee or any of that business.
Yeah, we don't need any like weak brewed coffee.
No, and they'll be small coffees. They're not going to be like big buckets, but they'll be like coffees like that you can put some bourbon cream in it if you want, and have at it. We won't have creamer. It'll be black or with bourbon cream. That's it.
So this is a big question that I already had on my list, but we're going to do a little palate cleanser since we're talking about food and drinks. I want to do a quick little speed round with you to figure out, we've heard what you do as, Greg Keeley, the distiller. I want to know what Greg Keeley, the person, likes. So are you ready for these? These are going to be like A-B questions. You just fire from the hip.
All right.
Coke or Pepsi?
Neither.
Ooh. What would you pick instead?
I haven't drunk soda in 10 years, 20 years.
Okay, that's fair.
If I was going to have, I have had dashes of Ale-8 in my bourbon.
Ale-8's pretty good. We like it a lot. The pop-up one's crazy.
Yeah. So we do that. We have a Kentucky cocktail, and it's just bourbon and Ale-8. That's
great.
Yeah.
I need to get that next time I come in.
Same.
Yeah.
So some of these are going to be a little bit more controversial. Favorite pizza topping?
Ham and pineapple.
I had a feeling the question originally was pineapple on pizza, good or bad, and I changed it. My favorite is black olive, bacon, and pineapple.
Because that's really good too. Yeah.
Sweet, salty, savory, and crunchy.
I like that.
It's perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
Every time
I put all every pizza, so that's
people always look at me crazy, and then they try it, and then they do the head tilt that a dog does. They're just like, okay, I see you cooking here.
It's a staple in our house now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Australia invented pineapple on pizzas, and it's just a thing. That would be the most eaten pizza in Australia. It's ham and pineapple pizza.
Wow.
That's awesome. It sounds like we need to make it out there.
Honestly.
You got to say. Okay.
Favorite swear word?
I'm not going to say it on here. But
what
fuck
letter
is my
does
second
it start with?
C.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's also hers.
Too.
When we first started dating, she told me I needed to say it more often. I was like, no, that is not happening.
But in the friendly way,
Yeah. So at home, like in Australia, like people use that. They'll say, hey, you C word, come over here. Go and see that silly old C over there.
Yeah, Americans are too like, no, you can't say it. I'm like, but in other countries, it's like a friendly way.
Yeah. Well, like in Australia, fuck isn't even a swear word anymore.
Right. It's just like saying or
Yeah. Yeah. You can't literally say 3 words at home without saying F or C.
A lot of people have told me that I would do well in Australia, and I'm starting to see why.
Yeah. Australians do swear a lot. I go home and I'm shocked how much people swear. Everyone.
That's great.
Yeah.
So next would be a favorite music artist. It could be current or past.
Gosh. So my favorite artist of all time would be probably Crowded House. Going back in the day. And my favorite artist now, there's a couple, but probably an Australian guy called Vance Joy. He played at Bourbon and Beyond last year, as a matter of fact.
I'll look him up.
Yeah, same.
Then one dish, food.
Oh, hang on. Back on the music thing. If anyone wants to listen, so we have an Australian playlist that plays all the time. It's like 20 hours long at the distillery, and it's on Spotify at Larrikin Distillery playlist or something.
We got a fellow content creator that's a fan here.
Just a small creator. I've only saw like a few of his videos here or there.
Thanks for joining us, TJ.
Thank you, TJ.
TJ, love you, boy. I'm having a gin.
So
it's either TJ or Seth.
He's the best.
Food dish you missed from Australia that you wish was here?
Meat pies, and if not that, chicken palmies.
Oh, yes. I have heard very good things about chicken parm.
Yeah, that's like the staple Australian pub meal.
Okay, I'm into that.
What's the influence? I'm sorry to slow down the speed round, but what's the influence of like Italian food in Australia?
I'll step out for 2 seconds.
Australia is like after the war, everybody that came to Australia was British, Italian, or Greek, and so Melbourne has the biggest Greek population outside of Athens in the whole world. Australia, it's a huge Italian population because of the coast and the fishing and the stuff. And so there's so much food in in Australia that's influenced by the Italians, Greeks, and the Brits don't have any decent food. So there's fish and chips.
No, they do not.
Yeah. I try not to take large shots at entire cultures, but the British are the one that I'm like, get better at cooking. It's fine.
Maybe fish and chips, but that's pretty much
it. Well, now there's a lot of Indians people from Indian background in England, so the food's got a bit better.
Yes, that's what I say. Like, if you're going to England, go get Indian food. You do not
the curries are amazing.
So good.
Next one would be favorite food to get in Chicago and why?
Gosh. I don't know. I don't know what my answer is there. I haven't had a Chicago pizza for 100 years.
Deep dish is just fine. I can say that. I'm from Chicago.
Yeah, it's a tourist trap food item.
I don't do deep dish. I like thin crust pizzas.
Same.
I don't know what my favorite Chicago food would be. I'm a bit lame on that one. Sorry.
That's fine. Next time you come to Chicago, we'll make sure you figure out your answer.
Okay, well, you've got to guide me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. We'll get some good sushi. We're very well known for sushi.
You like sushi?
I love sushi.
Oh, we're gonna make sure you leave uncomfortably full.
Oh, don't worry, I always do.
So I'll ask one more rapid fire, and then we'll get back to my biggest question of the night. Desert Island bottle for whiskey. If you could only bring one bottle or an infinite supply of one bottle, and that was the only thing you could drink for the rest of your time on this island, what is it?
So I'm on a desert island.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hot?
Let's say subtropical.
Yeah.
I bet you no one's asked you that before. But anyhow, if it was bourbon, I would bring my bottled in bond. Like that. That's a no-brainer. And if it was hot, I would bring my Koala Bear Best Mates, which is really no, I wouldn't. I'd bring Koala Bear Resting Beach Face, which is made with seaweed and oyster shells and all this stuff. So I could probably set up a still and make it on site.
Oh,
yeah. It's really salty. It's freaking delicious. But bottled in bond would be my one.
Yeah, totally. I would need something that I could put inside of a coconut, that would blend well with coconut water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough to have limes on the island.
Yeah.
So this was already on my list of questions, so I'm glad somebody asked it. Wanker Wednesday, obviously, pretty iconic. It's something that we fell in love with because it's kind of the highlight of my week. It always gives me a nice laugh. I love your perspective on it, and having a hospitality background of almost 20 years, I get it, and it hits me in a place that I didn't know other content around whiskey could do. So
right.
Paint a picture for us. what was the final straw and the original wanker?
Shit, what was the original wanker? I remember doing it because it was just an accident, and I did it with a hand puppet for some reason. I don't know, because I didn't want to swear myself on Instagram. Everyone said, "Oh, you can't swear on Instagram," so I had a hand puppet swear. I don't know why that mattered.
I mean, that's a good way to get around it.
Yeah, I had a kangaroo going, "Fuck this, fuck that, fuck you."
I mean, that's creative.
I can't remember what the first one was. But I can, I think my one, which was soon after, and I think one of them that really captured people's imagination, was the person that came in and complained about my dogs being at the distillery, and it was unhygienic and rah, 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 rah. And I just told them to fuck off, and my dogs can come in, you and your kids can't. And if you don't like dogs, we don't like you, and get the hell out of my distillery. And that created a whole thing. And I think that's what, that got shared a lot, I believe. And I think that's what put the Wanker Wednesday thing on the map, but it was entirely accidental. I wish I could remember what the very first one was, but I was just pissed off. This person had posted something, and I'm like, you prick. And I go to Grace, who does our social media, and I was like, Grace, I'm going to go and do some shame this guy on thing for being such a jerk. Anyhow, she's like, that's not a good idea. I'm like, well, the hand puppet will do it. So I got Larry, the hand puppet kangaroo, to do it. And it just happened to be a Wednesday, and I'd called the guy a wanker. And I was like, this is now this is, our Wanker Wednesday. And it just took off. And now we have hats and T-shirts and, but it's extraordinary now that you look for Wanker Wednesday things, and this coming from hospitality. They're just freaking everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. We had one this last weekend, 4 adults came in. They were super nice, but they had like 6 kids with them, and they were throwing like this big beach ball thing around in the tasting room. And I was like, hey, I'm sorry, can you ask your kids not to do that? And they're not allowed in the tasting room. Big sign on the thing saying they can't. Oh, well, your dog's in there. And I was like, yeah, all right, this stops.
Not even
sorry.
the same.
My dogs can't get to the bottles, which
Yeah, sorry, your kids can't come in. You can do your tasting outside, or I'm afraid that's all we can do.
I mean, dogs at least know not to pick up glass and throw it around places. You surprisingly can't teach a kid as quickly as you could teach a dog.
Well, dogs aren't stupid,
It really depends on the breed. We have a corgi.
We have
two corgis, and they're both charismatic, but just boxes of rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Jesse at the office at the distillery has a corgi and an Aussie, and the corgi is like literally a bag of concrete. Super cute and sweet,
Yeah.
but it's not the cleverest, dog on the lot. And the little Aussie is like smart as a whip.
Yeah. That's like one of my dream dogs, and she's like, no, we have enough herding dogs. I'm like, but the like turning around butt wiggle, that's like the best thing ever. Yeah,
it is. It really is. I like corgis. They shed, don't they?
We vacuum every day.
Every day.
I can't have shedders. I just can't.
We also travel with them. We're bourbon hunting, so they're always in the back seat where we're going. So the car, if we open the windows, it's just like hair everywhere. So if you ever see hair in our videos, that's why.
Yeah, we are.
Well, when you come to Larrikin, they can come into the distillery and hang out, and they can go and we fenced off the entire front so dogs can just have at it. We've got water out there. We've got dog treats. We're a very dog friendly distillery.
I love that.
The team can bring their dogs whenever they want.
I love that.
Yeah, we'll definitely bring them on this round of 9-day trip that we're taking. We won't have them with us because we're going all the way down to NOLA, and then we're going back up, and I don't want to do that to them. But we'll make a point to come and have you meet the dogs. I'm sure they'd absolutely love you.
I don't know. They love Katie. Everyone loves Katie. Even my parents like Katie more than they like me.
She is a sweetheart. There's just something so special about her.
Yeah, she's awesome, and she's down doing God's work, as they say, in Tennessee, selling selling bourbon and converting everyone over to Larrikin, which is what we want, and doing a great job. But a golden retriever, yeah, Goldens are
they're a special breed.
yeah, Nick Goldens are they make corgis look like Mensa.
All love and charisma, and no. So for those that haven't seen this before, this next one that we're sipping is the high wheat rye. So I understand that this one is now being discontinued, correct?
Yeah, so I'm just getting one out of my cupboard here. So this, I think, is the best whiskey we ever produced. It's a high wheat rye. Everyone said, "Oh, that won't work." Blah blah blah. It's 65% rye, 35% wheat, and that's all that's in it. They were cask strength. I thought that was empty. Should I drink it or should I?
Drink it. Chug it.
Oh. All right. So I'm going to have one with you. So, these are 9 years old. I think we sold the last 2 bottles of it yesterday in the world at the distillery. Gosh. And if you see this on the shelf, and you'll find it in Indiana, Wisconsin, and maybe in some places in Illinois, places that we've been with for a while, because we haven't distributed this for 9 months, but some distributors still had it. If you see it, just buy it.
Once we realized it was coming off the market, we started to grab a couple. So we have this one. I think we have a store pick waiting for us in Indiana. And then we have one squirreled away that was in your gift shop. Oh, yeah. What
bottle do you have there?
This is one that we got from, I think this was just from Binny's. This is a 9-year, 120 proof, barrel 26, bottle 151.
So that would have been 2 barrels away, 2 slots away. I've got barrel 24 at 118. So these would have just been right next to each other on the rack. And I just love this whiskey. I'm telling this here first. You ready?
Oh,
hold your hat.
You
got to hold your hat, because I actually got 2 of these barrels and I put them up and I've hidden them in the back. And I was going to pop them when they were 10, but they're going to be 10 this year, so I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to keep them till they're 12 and see what happens.
Oh, interesting.
If one of those barrels goes south, I want to revisit a barrel pick.
Yeah, well, I tell you, my gut generally with rye is that it's best around 6 or 7 years old, and this wasn't very good at 6 years old, and that's why we left it up. And at 8 or 7, 8, it was remarkable, and it's just gotten better. So normally I wouldn't let a rye sit till it was 10, but I'm willing to give it a crack and see what happens. If it's bad, well, I'll still probably drink it. But
that's the spirit.
Yeah, I mean, it's an instant buy for me.
Yeah, the first time we tried it, maybe it was a bad batch or something, or maybe it was just the single barrel we didn't really like, and then we kept trying it, and every time we liked it more and more. The last time we were like, why don't we have one of these in our collection? And then, of course, as soon as we like it, we find out it's going off the market, and I'm like, great, now we either have to stockpile or just put our hands up and be like, it's fine, it's gone, we don't need it.
We did, I think I did 80 barrels of this, and apart from a couple being super short, which had obviously leaked, the rest all qualified for single barrel. Like when we're doing bourbon, it's less than 1 in probably 10 or 11 gets into single barrel. These all were single barrel. It was quite extraordinary. But these sat in Tampa, Florida for 6 years.
Wow.
And it was, 150 degrees in a non-AC shed effectively. And I think that's why it turned out how it did. Because I don't think it was particularly good distillate when it came off, because it was one of the very first things I ever made. And but yeah, it literally got cooked. So if you see this, I've already sold it, so it doesn't matter to me. But if you do see it and you like something a bit different, I'd grab it.
Agreed.
So on that note, we have something else of yours that is discontinued that we've been seeing all over Wisconsin, and it's one of our favorite bottles. And I feel like this would maybe be a stepping stone towards something we heard in the grapevine today.
Yeah.
This would be your Decade Cognac.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of my favorite bottles that you've ever made. And
I think it's one of our favorite bottles in general.
Yeah, and I think we have like 2 or 3 squirreled away in addition to this one here, and I have no intention of ever giving them to anyone.
No. So that there's a good story behind that. So as I told you when we started, we released when we launched as Lawrenceburg Bourbon Company, 6 years ago, whatever it was, we put out 3 barrels of nearly a 4-year-old bourbon. And I thought that would last us some time. It sold out in less than 24 hours out of the little dress shop we had on Main Street.
Great.
Yeah, I know. But it was COVID time. And I didn't have anything else that was ready or whatever. And that, a friend of mine, we couldn't get bottles, couldn't get anything. And a friend of mine called me up. He goes, "Oh, I hear you're out of bourbon already." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck you." And he said, "I've got this amazing 10-year-old Canadian rye. Do you want it?" I was like, "No, I don't want your stupid Canadian rye." Anyhow, about 2 weeks later, him and another couple of industry people we hang out with every couple of weeks, we do just bring samples and stuff over to whoever's house. Anyhow, he comes over and he pours his whatever. And I was like, "Oh, this one's really good. What's that?" And he goes, "That's that 10-year-old Canadian rye you're going to buy." I was like, "You son of a bitch." So what happened? This was made by a big Kentucky distillery in Canada for export to Russia. And then when when Putin and his henchmen invaded Ukraine, the ship turned around halfway across the Atlantic and came back, and then sat in a container in Cincinnati for months. They didn't know what to do with it, and they saw me as a schmucker because I was just starting out, and I bought it. But it was so good, I bought all of it. This is actually the bottle, the liquid, should I say, that we mortgaged the farm to buy. And when we first bottled it, I couldn't get anyone interested in it at all. No one was. I thought, shit, I'm going to have to turn this into an RTD or do something with it. And then I forget, I don't know if it was Bruzel or it was Fred Minnick, or it was one of the two. I can't remember who it was. Tried it randomly. We didn't send it to him. I didn't know about sending stuff to influencers back then. And gave it a really, raved about it. And after that, it just went bam, and we couldn't keep it on the shelf, and we sold out of it pretty quick. It's still, I think it's probably the best rye that I've ever had, and I didn't make it; had nothing to do with it except putting it in the bottle. We finished it in cognac barrels, but to me, it's like grassy and just a little bit of mint, but not crazy, and you put that in an old fashioned or a Manhattan,
it's insane.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can also drink it on a rock, or with a dash of water. And I was actually in Indiana last week, and I'd put the word out with folks that if you see any, grab it and I'll buy it from you. And someone,
yeah, you're not getting ours.
Yeah. So I've been buying them back, and I found someone found for me it was at Handy Spot Liquor in Ashley, Indiana. He had a single bottle of Lawrenceburg 10-year-old rye, and I bought that back off him because back then I sold everything I could because we had zero money.
You have to, you have to make back your capital, even though it's like we did a Jepson's pick, and at the time when we were first starting, we didn't have even money to buy our own picks. So we bought one bottle and we were just like, yeah, it's fine. Like, who cares? And then we quickly drank through it and it
Yeah.
sold quicker and quicker. And we're like,
And then it was gone.
we need to get at least like a few more bottles. And
Yep.
yeah,
your first
I
one.
totally get that.
Yeah, so that's why I'm buying them back. Yeah.
On that note, we have a little bit of a honey hole for some of your other Lawrenceburg releases.
Ooh.
I think I still have your number. I'll text you a little bit later, and I'll ask you. You know, I mean, we're going tomorrow, literally tomorrow, to go to that exact store. So if you want any, I'll just send you a picture and a price point, and you just let me know if the answer is yes or no.
Cool. And tell him or tell her, whoever runs the store, that we can. I'm also, if they want, happy to backfill it with Larrikin. Just do a like for like and switch them out. Yeah. We do that quite a lot.
I'm sure they'd be very happy to hear that. And we do also have a audience submitted question here. Thank you so much for the super chat here.
Thank you.
So what's your favorite bourbon other than your own? I think you may have covered this with Wild Turkey, but is there something else that would trump that?
I did. I'm assuming it's Dr. Pug that I'm talking to, MD Kinney.
Dr. Pug, yeah.
Dr. Pug. You know that is going to be your name from now on, Dr. Pug.
We have worse nicknames for our patrons.
Yeah, but thank you for supporting the channel because, you know, as we've talked about, it's these little startups that need the support, and they're the ones that tell you that, you know, separate the shit from the clay out there. So, thank you for that. Gosh. There's some just so many great whiskeys out and about. You know, I'm a bit of a Wild Turkey guy. I really like some of the, you know, like the older Russells. I think some of those are just fantastic. It's just my palate. It's it's my sort of go-to. But you know, then you know, outside of I mean, there's some just great. There's some little distilleries in Kentucky like. Hartfield Distillery up in Paris. He has some great stuff. There's Dark Arts have some really good product that I like. Their Honey Barrel was super. I'm not a big finished whiskey guy, so I wouldn't drink it all day. But having one or two is great. And then, you know, if you go further afield and you look at, you know, just like I did this week with the old 55 or whatever it was, I don't remember really what it's called.
Old 55, yeah.
Old 55. It's delicious. So yeah, I think you know, there's a lot of stuff. I don't generally, unless it's a Wild Turkey product, I don't generally drink much of the big. Four Roses have some really great stuff that I like too.
Sure. So you like a lot of higher rye stuff? Yeah,
and all of our bourbon is high. Apart from our small batch, we don't have a single product in the market that is under 21% rye.
Your 21% rye drinks smoother than most.
They really do.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think it's a combination of the wood, you know, the French oak, and all of that stuff. And you know, we try and be a little bit different, and we try and experiment a little bit and do some different things. But I'll never put anything in a bottle that drinks hot. I just won't do it. I think it's lazy. I think it's lazy distilling. I think it's lazy blending. I just don't think you have to do it. Some people dig it. I just don't. It's just not for me.
One thing that Katie said during the interview too, she was like, do not drink something that burns you. Like as a nurse.
Yeah, that burns your esophagus.
Yeah. Like
as a nurse. She was giving free medical advice.
She was.
And then she told everyone at the end, like, go get your blood pressure checked.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Cholesterol and this and that. Like, I'm a nurse. Everyone be healthy.
She does that at work. She stopped people eating McDonald's, and no one's allowed to drink Coca-Cola anymore. If she sees them, like, we had people at work that smoked and they either don't work there anymore because they couldn't stand the pressure from Katie, or she's made them stop.
That's awesome.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have those people around you so that, like, you actually follow through.
Yeah, they keep you honest.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't say no to Katie. That's the
you definitely cannot.
No.
So the reason I put this bottle up is I heard through the grapevine that there may be a couple of big new releases on the horizon. I've know that the big one tomorrow is Deep Purple, and then I heard you may have something planned for KBF and maybe an additional drop tomorrow.
Yeah. So thank you. You're not going to believe it. There's already people camped out at the distillery.
Oh my gosh!
For Deep Purple tomorrow.
That's wild.
So for those of you that aren't familiar with Deep Purple, it's our standard single barrel, 75-21-4 whiskey, 9 or 10. I think the one's 9, but they're hazmat. So we get a few hazmats, but generally they're not good enough. They're just too hot, so we don't do anything with them apart from cut them or blend them down. But we get the occasional one that is extraordinary, and that's what we call our Deep Purple. And last year we only had 2. This will be our second one this year, but there's only like 40 bottles of it. It was 10 gallons or 8 gallons in the thing, or whatever it was. And there's like less than 40. I think it's like 36 or something bottles, and it's really, really good. But because we know there's going to be people turn up and they'll be all pissed because they didn't get a bottle, because there's literally 30 bottles. We're going to do an early release of our new rye, which is our 9-year-old single barrel rye, which is only available as a private select pick for retailers and distributors, but we will be selling it at the distillery. This is a distiller's pick. We weren't going to release it for another few weeks, but with the drop tomorrow, we literally a week ago decided let's just bottle up. I think we've done 8 6-packs or something like that of it, and we'll be releasing that tomorrow, and it'll be before anyone else gets it. And it's remarkable. It's a 60% rye, 34% corn, 60% rye, 6% malted barley. It's a pretty unique mash bill. It's freaking delicious, and it's funny. I was never a big rye guy. I hate that word, but rye guy until until the 3 ryes. The 3 ryes that we put out, I've just loved because it's what I like to drink. Other people might not like. I personally have really, and they're all really different, but I've just loved all of them like big time. And other people might not like any of them, but the new one, which we're just simply calling single barrel rye, it's got a cool new green label. And it's in a new bottle. New bottle. And people will be able to get that tomorrow at the distillery. Then you won't be able to get it now after that for another few weeks. But we've got that. And then on also tomorrow, the guys from Bourbon Pursuit, from the podcast, Kenny and Ryan, came out a couple of months ago now and did a barrel pick with a group of their followers for their Bourbon Palooza, which is a yearly thing, and they tour around. They go to different distilleries, and this year they're coming to Larrikin, and we're also going to release a very limited amount of those bottles tomorrow morning to folks. So it's a Bourbon Pursuit podcast pick. Most of them are going to their followers when they turn up, but we had a few cases that they allowed us to keep at the distillery, and so we're going to release those tomorrow as well. So if you're near Larrikin tomorrow, it's the first time we've ever done any of this shit, so it might all be a disaster, but also it might be kind of fun. And we don't know what we're doing when we do it, and if it's a shit show, you understand why. But there'll be some really, really good whiskey come out of the door tomorrow that you can't get otherwise.
you can only get better as you go, right? I mean, nobody comes into life knowing every answer for everything to do the minute that they're born. And you're essentially still kind of like working through what I would consider like the teenage years. Like you're getting it together, you're figuring out like where you want to go with everything, and you're starting to be fully developed towards like what I imagine will be your final form.
Well, you know, we're still a startup. Like 100% still a startup. Like all of our equipment we've ever bought, we bought used. You know, we've got some great people now that work with us. But that's all been a process over the last, few years. And I'm hoping that folks will see on the experience when they come to visit Larrikin. You know, we've got the only walk-in humidor, cigar humidor. We've got the only indoor cigar lounge. Our tasting room's like a bar with music playing, and it just feels sort of like home. We've got the big outdoor patio. I mean, you come to our place and you want to do a tour. We don't offer a tour per se, but if you want, we'll show you out the back. The tour will take a total of like 90 seconds, and then you can go back out the front and play cornhole. It's just, we've just approached it a little bit different. The distillery, the American Light.
It's so good.
Damn, you do have a line up there.
I told you.
There's more. There's at least one more down here. There's one behind us, and then we have some that we haven't even opened yet.
So that American Light, that's one of the ones I had today that was 164 proof. That American Light was not something we were ever going to release. I made that just simply as a blender to give things a bit of spice and stuff. But when we opened the very first barrel of it, it was so good. I was like, let's open another 4 or 5. And we did. And that is the one that is just like either peanuts or coffee or a combination. It's an 85% corn, 15% malted barley, which is a bit unusual as a mash bill for that. Normally it's 99.1, 99.5.
But it works.
Well, everyone was like, oh, you were really smart and courageous making this 85-15, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, thanks. But I only made it like that because I didn't know it was meant to be 99.1 or 95.5. It just made sense to make it 85-15. And, someone said to me, it's like going to the ballpark with peanuts and caramel corn or whatever. It's that kind of Cracker Jacks. Yeah. It's that kind of taste. And you can smell it. You smell it straight out of the thing, which is unusual for such a high proof. And that doesn't burn either when you drink it.
No, I get like rich, is it sticky toffee pudding?
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly it. Yep.
It just like sticks on your tongue for so long. It's delicious.
And it's dangerous because at the proof point, I'm always like, that was so good, I want to have another pour.
Yeah.
And then the first one will kind of hit, and I'll be like, maybe I should like take a pause for a minute. I'll come back to this one tomorrow because I want to have it around, and I don't want to just like go to bed completely obliterated.
It happened to me the very first time I was here. I bought home. I said we have a few guys will come over out of the industry and try stuff. And when we very first made it and or released it, and I had it, and people all tried it, and they're like, "Oh, this is good. What's it like with a rock?" So we tried it with a rock, and then we tried it some other way. Everyone was fucked, and I'm like, and we're all like, "Oh, how did this happen?" Because these are bourbon industry people. They drink. And I'm like, guys, it's 155 proof.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, that's why.
Yeah.
So there was a few cars. Yeah, there was a couple of cars left at the farm that night, and people had their wives and stuff pick them up.
No, I mean, it's dangerously good stuff, man. Like every time I drink it, I'm like, oh, what is this, like 110 or like 115? I look back at the label, I'm like, that's right. That's like, why I feel it right here already.
Yeah. And yeah, you can't feel your feet and stuff. And but it just worked out. There was not. Thank you, Nick. I'm a big Cracker Jack guy too. So they're hard to find now, Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
The Malloy's pick. Oh, the Malloy's pick was brutally good.
That's one of the few that we didn't grab.
Yeah, the Malloy, he does good picks up there. That Malloy's pick was fantastic. If you're up that neck of the woods day, the Rivet and Party Store or Party Sauce with Jeb down there.
Jeb's great.
They're about to get I think it's 150 something proof American Light, and he's getting a single barrel bourbon, which is stellar. So go and visit Jeb down at Riverton, because it's he did a couple of great picks.
Since we're kind of on the topic here, there's 2 questions from the audience, and then I think maybe one more that I have on our end. I know we're kind of running at time here. Do you have like maybe 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I'm drinking and chatting with friends. What else is there to do?
I mean, that's fair. So first is long time listener, first time caller. You may be familiar with Randy here. Said, I'm still curious what Greg thinks about honey finished bourbon.
Randy. All right. Okay, here we go. So let me say, Randy, it depends. And it depends on whether it is one of these bourbons that just has honey dumped in it and is sweet because it's trying to mask some shitty bourbon.
Yep.
Or to play to an audience. Or it's a legitimate honey finished barrel bourbon. Because, you look at the Dark Arts one, it's super great. But then you look at
so amazing.
It's fantastic. But then you look at some of these other distilleries, and both small and large, that literally just tip honey into the barrel and then roll it around for a day. I don't have any time for that sort of nonsense. It's got a market and all that sort of stuff, whatever. It's just not for me. So between Randy and us 4 here, we may be doing a very special finished bottle for KBF, which is finished in Manuka honey barrels.
I've been saying it wrong my entire life.
Manuka.
Yeah.
That people in Australia say Manuka as well. So no, that's
okay. I feel less
depends
bad
where you're from. Yeah. So no, that both are right.
Okay, good.
You'll have people who will go to their deathbed saying it's Manuka or Manuka. I'd say Manuka because I used to live in Manuka.
It's like why can't I say it? Himalayan and
Himalayan.
Yes.
Okay, there's no such thing as Himalayan.
That's the way you're supposed to say it.
Oh, really?
But hey, I'm not in charge of saying how words are supposed to say.
Oh shit! My distillery is on Versailles Road.
Yeah,
and it should be Versailles. So there you go.
That's true.
We make that joke in videos where I'm like Louisville.
I know you can't have it both ways. It's either got to be Louisville and Versailles Road, or it's got to be Louisville and Versailles Road.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But anyhow, what were we talking about?
Exciting.
Oh, the honey. So yeah, you might find at KBF, Larrikin has 3 very special releases on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, different ones on each day. One of which may well be a Manuka honey barrel.
Well, we're going to be down at KBF, so you'll be seeing us bright and early every day.
The bourbon that is going into these barrels is amazing.
Oh.
And the other 2 barrels are even more unusual than the Manuka honey. So Manuka honey isn't as sweet as American like honey generally. It's a little more, not bitter is not the right word, but it's just not earthy. That's the best word. Yeah, it's earthy. It's not sweet and sugary. And when you put it with cocktails or shit on a bit of toast, it's expensive as all get out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, French oak, or it's like whatever. You you take out what you put in. You're only as good as the ingredients. So
Exactly.
Totally.
yeah, so we've got a shit ton of Manuka honey at the distillery right now, pallet of it. And
I'm
it's
sure
gone
you're
into,
very mad about that.
oh, it's so great. And but then once we finished the barreling of the honey, we're going to turn that into we're going to sell that as barrel aged honey, Manuka honey.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
That's going to be so good.
I'm super excited for it because no one's done it before. So
yeah, that's awesome. I'm definitely excited for that.
I think that's going to be one of like the bottles we have to pick up at KBF.
Oh, what do you mean you think? I won't leave without one.
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
Side question too. How hard is it for you to find Vegemite in Kentucky?
Impossible in Kentucky, but you can get it on Amazon, and whenever I'm in Chicago, anywhere there's a world market, I can buy it at world market.
Yeah. Just stock up on a bunch of it.
We have little like the aeroplane, the ones you get in a hotel, like little things. We have them at the distillery, and we're going to start actually maybe this weekend. We always like give people a little something to nibble on when they're doing their tasting. So I think we're going to start doing. Well, we're going to start doing little crackers with a daub of Vegemite on them, so everyone can try Vegemite.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite the experience if you've never had Vegemite before.
Yes, it is. I think that's a fair thing to say.
Yeah. And you're just like, why is it so bitter? But I like it. I like bitter flavors.
It's just salty and bitter, and it's just a thing. I can eat it by the spoon. I can eat it on a spoon.
See, I've been in agreement with you for the most part so far. This is the one road that we go opposite directions. I'm not a bitter person.
Grow up with it. You can't.
Flavor.
You can't do it.
But personality.
Hey, get out of here.
Hey, so if anyone wants to follow us on Instagram and stuff, it's at Larrikin Bourbon, and my personal one, which is a bit more salty, is at Larrikin Distiller. And that way you can find us all the time. Oh, and if anyone wants to, if you're in a state that doesn't have our stuff, we can ship to 48 states now, I think. So just go on the website and we got merch, and we have all the Wanker Wednesday hats. Oh, there we go. Wanker Wednesday hats. Yeah, don't worry. Well, when you text me your address, and we'll get that sorted out.
I appreciate that. That will end up in a lot of videos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, but seriously, shoot us when you get off. If you don't, just email me and I'll text you back.
Okay. Amazing.
And but yeah, so just visit the Larrikin Bourbon website, and you can get all the different pours and stuff there, except the Deep Purple, which is dropping tomorrow, which is going to be a whole thing. I'm going to go and look at our
REI days ago getting your camping gear.
Yeah, honestly.
And in line right now.
Yeah. If they'll be shit out of luck if they weren't if they don't have their tent. Now, I think one guy's coming up tonight to go and shoot groundhogs and then line up.
Jeez.
True story. He said, "Can I shoot groundhogs up by your rick house?" I was like, "Yeah."
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Whatever.
Those poor groundhogs.
I know. I said I've never seen a groundhog up there, but I'm sure they're up there.
I'm sure he'll find them. Like once you start seeing groundhogs, you like see them.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're like rats. When you see one, there's several.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not at our distillery, obviously. They don't get into the bourbon.
Yeah. My first career was as a forager. So I would go out and like pick wild mushrooms and other like herbs and botanicals and stuff.
Wow.
And now every time I'm like driving on the highway, I'm like, that's a good spot for mushrooms. I'm like, we should stop. He's like, we're 200 miles from home. I'm like, yeah, but there would be good mushrooms in there.
Yeah. No one needs that.
Yeah. So, Greg, we have one final pour here to round out your time with us, and that's going to be, I believe it's the 9-year Cigar Lounge.
Oh, okay.
So, big fan of this one. I love what you're doing with this. And, it goes to show the creativity and how innovative you can be with what you're doing. So, we saw your stills when we did the tour there. I'm wondering, this is kind of like a 2-part question.
Okay.
Are you planning on keeping a lot of your current mash bills and or adding more? And then the second question is, we apparently have a thriving Australian audience, and they keep on asking me and not you, when is Larrikin going to come to Australia? So do you have any plans for that?
All right, first part first. So the lineup you've got there, obviously we do the pour for the roses every, if we find a good enough barrel, we do pour for the roses for the Kentucky Derby. The rest, apart from the 2 ryes, which will be replaced by the new single barrel rye, is replaced by the new single barrel rye, the rest of those products will all be core products for us. The cigar lounge was not going to be, but it's been so popular where we had a maple finish, which we cut because we need the maple bourbons that we've been making to put in the cigar lounge. That's how popular that's been.
Gotcha. Okay.
Interesting.
So,
That's like the one we don't have.
Yeah, well, hit me. I'll see what we've got.
All
We
right.
might have. I don't know. I'm not promising that, but we might have a couple. I found one the other day, literally just on a shelf. So, remind me when you shoot me a note. Okay, the Australia thing. So, very exciting. We are probably about 3 weeks. No, probably a month from being officially available in Australia.
Wow.
Nice.
Maybe 6 weeks, depends how long it all takes. But we have a distributor in Australia now, and I didn't know what they were going to bring in, and apparently they want to bring in everything. So
That's great.
Yep. So Australia is certainly this year, and it could be as soon as the next 8 weeks or so, 12 weeks. So I'm super excited. The folks that are importing it are in Melbourne, and we'll be in Australia. And I can't wait to have Larrikin in Australia.
That's going to be so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it. It's and they want to bring our gin in too, and bringing gin into Australia is like, bringing coal into the West Virginia. But I guess if people like it, that's what you got to do.
Well, the thing that's interesting about your gin is that you're using like botanicals from Australia. Is that common in a lot of Australian?
Oh, in Australian gin, yeah. So it's modern Australian gin, and that means it's really low juniper and has really fresh Australian botanicals in it. So we use things like Tasmanian pepperberry and saltbush and white kunzia and I don't know, lemon myrtle, and we use 3 different kinds of seaweeds. We use oyster shells. It's all stuff that comes from Australia.
Yeah.
And because of the lack of water and stuff, all the botanicals are really intense. So the flavors, you don't need very much white kunzia to give it a really earthy, whatever you're putting it into, flavor. So everything is that's why it works, and because nothing has to be overpowering, but it still is impactful. That's why it doesn't. Someone said to me, "Oh, this is like really subtly flavored vodka." I didn't like to say, "Well, that's what gin is." Dumbass.
It shouldn't be like super in your face. If it's like
no, it shouldn't,
and it takes over everything, like that's not good gin.
No, but I mean, even when you go to say the UK and the big producers, like a Beefeater or whatever, Tanqueray, in the UK it tastes way different to what it does in the US. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But the stuff we make, the big producers make here, isn't good. It's just
totally.
Not.
Yeah,
And
I'm a gin lady too, and like my favorite gin is like a Filipino gin that puts calamansi in it. Yeah, and it's just like very subtle. It's not like overwhelming, but you get like the essence of the citrus.
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, thanks, Mikey. I appreciate it, brother. So I want everyone to go and try Koala Bear Gin when they get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, you're making fantastic things, and I love your creativity and your ability to essentially find the upward trajectory from what maybe in a moment might feel like a little bit of a learning curve. So I congratulate you for
Thanks,
awkwardly
guys.
enough your failures, for your successes.
Yeah, well, there's been a number of those. Yeah.
Well, if
Same.
you don't fail, you don't learn. And from what
Right.
I can tell, you've definitely learned a lot. So you've taken your lickings gracefully, and it seems like you have nothing but potential ahead of you. And we're super honored that you would take the time to be with us and our audience today and just give us a nice variety of different products that are always so satisfying, each in a different way.
Well, thanks, guys. And like, this means a lot, particularly, given, the journey you guys are starting on now, which I think is just freaking epic. I'm super excited you've gone and just done it and said, fuck it. And, I think there's, as I said, like, if this whole bourbon thing crashes and burns tomorrow, I've had a crack at it and gave it the best shot. And I'm really proud of everything we put out. And I'm really proud that we've done it a little bit different to everyone else. And, but, if the traditional forces doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least I'll have a lot of bourbon to drink for the next 20 years.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely.
And
I
that's
hope
why
you take some time to go back through the live stream and look at some of these comments, because like the love for Larrikin is very high tonight. So
and the desire for people that can't get it.
yes. So I hope that
well, that's awesome.
It helps. Yeah.
Thank you. And as I say, if anyone can't get it in their state, which is probable, you can get it online. And the shipping's pretty good. I think the 3 bottles like $12 or something. So it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So final.
I might be making that up, but I don't know. But I think it's about
as
that.
long as it's not $30 like sealed.
No, it's definitely not that.
Yeah.
We wouldn't. That's not a thing. We just wouldn't do that. And it's a third party does it, but we wouldn't partner with them if they did.
Sure.
That.
Yeah. So a couple of closing comments here, because I don't want to take up any more of your time. Was cool to try my first Larrikin today and then watch this. So that's amazing. I love that experience for them.
Thanks, Labos.
That just feels super special and different.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
Then the plethora of bottles being released may turn people away from not knowing what to try, but every one of these bottles comes from Greg's heart. Keep putting out stellar products.
Okay. To that point, just go and buy the bottle in Bond to start with, then you'll be fine.
I would agree with that. And can't wait for a visit in October.
Daniel, come and see me.
Thank you for joining us. Very cool live. Good luck with everything. Hope the best for you.
Is that Joseph A. Banks?
I would be very surprised.
It looks like a coffin in the photo, so I'm not sure.
So it could.
I need a new suit. I was going to hit him up, but anyhow.
Thanks for spending time with us, Greg. I'll be there bright and early tomorrow morning. Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Tim.
good luck.
And then last one here. Greg is awesome. This was a fun stream.
Okay, Monty is awesome, and I appreciate it. Tell my wife that when you see her, Monty, please.
Yeah, no winkers in this so far.
Yeah, no wankers. Yeah, we haven't had a wanker Wednesday out of this, but yeah,
not one. I mean,
Not
there's
one.
still comments that can come in afterwards.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe when you go back later, you'll find a comment and you'll just screenshot it, and it'll end up in Wanker Wednesday.
Oh yeah, there could be a wanker Wednesday coming off this podcast, which would be kind of fun.
All right.
All right,
I
guys,
would be
really
honored if
appreciate
it
it.
was me.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't worry, we can find one.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Greg. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll reach out to you when I find that honey hole for your old label.
You guys are the best, and good luck with it. And come down and see us, and to all your followers and viewers here, come and see us. If I'm there, ask for me. If I'm there, I'd be very happy to come out and say hello, sign some bottles, and do all the stuff. But we really appreciate the support, and come and see us on Instagram and visit our website and do all the shit, because it makes a huge difference.
And make sure to keep your eyes on every Wednesday. These Wanker Wednesday posts are comedic gold.
Yeah, you've got to follow Wanker Wednesday if you don't do anything else.
You have to. Absolutely. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys. Love you guys. See ya.
Love you.
Have a good night.
Bye.
What a great time.
Wow. I mean, I feel like we've had so many good interviews on our live streams, but there's something so special about the Keeleys, they're just amazing people.
Yeah, there's definitely something special about people that not only don't try to do like the song and dance of like, well, this isn't our brand message and this and that. Like the brand message is them. And I love that because we kind of talked about the contrast, or at least Kat and I did, of like there's regular people that are doing things in whiskey, and then there's like distillers. So the distillers are kind of put on this pillar of being like essentially kind of like godly or something like that. And then the average everyday person is just sometimes brushed aside. It's nice to see that somebody's making their own waves, but also still being true to themselves and not worrying about packaging themselves into like a product design. So we like that. We like the unfiltered authenticity and somebody who's not afraid to be like, well, I like it. If you don't have to buy it.
Totally. And these bottles pop on screen.
Yeah.
They look so beautiful.
So with that note, we've been drinking a lot. So we should definitely turn the corner and start to do this giveaway.
And we still have to pack.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't even packed for our trip tomorrow.
We have 2 barrel picks coming up in the next week. So
yeah, and we have to be on the road at like 8 a.m. tomorrow. So we give everything we have to you guys, and then we focus on the rest later. So this is great. Brand message: shut up and drink good whiskey.
Honestly,
love that. So yeah, let's start to move towards the giveaway. This is your last chance here. If you haven't entered, it is Wanker Giveaway with a hashtag in front of it. Everything is capitalized.
I had to wear my hat during it.
So I'm surprised that you're doing that. I'm already a little warm.
I'm very warm, but I'll do it for the prizes.
I'm glad to see that our other people going on this pick have the same vibe. I still have to pack, so I hear you. Some of our people are already down there, and I'm honestly jealous, but yeah.
We do have a bunch of merch.
So we have 5 different giveaways. So we're going to have...
this one's different. Oh my gosh, I want to keep it for myself.
So we have 4 different giveaways. Oh. No, I'm kidding. we can still give it away.
Yeah, we can give it away. I'll buy another one.
Yeah. Unless they don't make it anymore. In which case, I'll be like, Greg, make one more. Just one. So yeah. So our flight kits, there's going to be 2 different ones. It may be all of these in each kit. It may be a combination of things.
I think it'll be a combination because that's a lot to send.
Well, we'll figure it out. Regardless, if you haven't had the chance to try Larrikin before, you will get a chance to try it with this giveaway. So there are going to be 2 kits like that. There's also 2 bundles. Do you mind grabbing that bag there? So we have a total of 3 t-shirts to give away. 2 of the t-shirts are going to come with
Koala bears.
And then I believe these are
poop cubes.
Well, one of them says poop cubes.
Both of them say poop cubes.
Nope, one of them says poop cubes. That one says Wombat We Poop Cubes. So I believe these are whiskey stones. Nope. This is I think a travel cup.
That's cute.
Which is nice. This goes back to the Jepsons thing where we talked about like the tailgater cup.
Yeah, you need a whiskey tailgater. That's really hard to say.
Tailgater. Tailgater. Yeah, so this is going to be a travel cup. You will also get a sample of the small batch.
There's so many stickers.
There's a ton of stickers. And then also for this kit, where you get a sample, you get the travel cup, you're also going to get a pin, and you'll get a t-shirt. So we have 2 XLs and 1 2XL. And then for the last one...
It's going to be a small batch?
No, those are the same kit.
Sorry.
So 2 kits of that type. That'll also come with these little foam guys. You got the koala bear and the kangaroo. We only have 1 of each, so you get whichever one you get. And then the last one is going to be just a t-shirt. So there's 5 different options, 5 different ways to win. Let's see who has luck in their favor. So for the sake of my own sanity and looking at this screen, I'm going to move these over for now.
I'm going to make a list of people we need to send this to.
And as we said before, we are leaving for a 9-day road trip tomorrow. So don't expect these to be sent out or put together in maybe almost 2 weeks. But we
promise we'll get them out.
Yeah. Let me find the screen here.
Also, if you're not a winner too, you can always buy our merch, which is what I'm wearing right now. It's a fun Japanese
Uh-oh.
one.
I don't know why that's on there. There we go. I don't know why I did that. Let me try one more thing. Nope, don't want that.
That kind of works.
What is it doing here? These layouts suck. We definitely need to switch. I guess this is fine. It's that or we're not both on screen.
I mean, you could take me off screen. That's fine.
Okay. So,
no one wants to see my koala hat.
oh boy, we'll just lean further over. All right, so we have 122 entries. I'm going to start this at the 16-minute mark, which I'm assuming is less than 30 seconds away. So last chance, Wanker giveaway, all caps with a hashtag in front of it. It is also on the screen. If I see lowercase, it does not count.
And you have to be active in the chat or else we move on to the next person.
All right, so the first one, this is going to be for flight kit number 1. 123 entries, big bucks, no whammies. Let's see, who is the lucky person? Zombie Flanders.
Oh,
that's quite a name.
That is.
Zombie Flanders, are you here?
Are you here?
Put the koala on, Chris. Yeah, no, thank you. I run very, very warm. Cat, what is this? Cat for Kaloa? Cat for Kaloa?
Yeah, it's the gin. And it has the little gin name on the ears. It's so cute. Oh, hold on.
Don't forget to gently, where is it? Don't forget to gently massage the like button. It's totally free and contains no neutral grain spirits.
And no gluten.
Zombie Flanders, there he is.
Please send us a
email at bondingoverbourbonpodcast@gmail.com.
If one of our mods can put it into the chat, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, also send us your information. Send us how we get a hold of you. Some people don't give us that information. It will help us out tremendously if you give us all the information we need in order to help you get this.
Full name and address, please.
Social security number, mother's maiden name, blood type.
And your
T-cell count.
Not your T-cells count. Your username, too. That helps just to kind of link it.
Yeah. So next one is going to be for the second flight kit. Now we have more entries somehow. So for the next lucky winner of the Larrikin flight kit, who do we got? Kelly.
Oh, Kelly, I don't need your stuff. I already know where to send it.
We do need to confirm that DNA sequence. Love it. I'll take it. Give me your genome. Like, that's fine. Just show me your exact arrangement of chromosomes. So Kelly, we don't need your information, but I do need to confirm that you're in the chat. There we go.
Yay.
Kelly. Well, looks like it's getting to Iowa one way or another.
True.
There were a lot of requests for it.
Honestly.
So the flight kits are unfortunately gone. The next one is going to be for a t-shirt and like sticker, pin, everything kind of giveaway.
The cup.
So we do also have, I believe, like I said, 2 single XL shirts and 1 2XL shirt. So the first ones, can you check which is which?
Yeah. So we have.
I think the 2XL is.
This is an XL.
The rolled up one, which is the special one.
The one I want to keep, but it's fine.
Is that 2XL?
That is an XL. And then, this one is a XL. Now it has corgi hair on it.
Okay. So what we will do is we will essentially do the giveaway for the regular XLs first. And then if those aren't the right size, you can sub in for the bigger size, but we unfortunately don't have other ones to give. If you want to pass, feel free. We'll figure out someone to give it to. So next up for the t-shirt bundle, only 2 lucky winners. We have Francine M. Reyes Vega. Francine, are you here?
Oh gosh, I can't type.
There we go. Cat for a koala.
Yeah.
I was like, Kaloa? Like we're in Hawaii?
Kauai.
Our pick tomorrow, well, it's going to be Saturday, but we start the trip tomorrow. That's going to be for our second Casey Jones. This is, if I win the one you want, Kat, I'll donate it to you. That's very kind of you.
No, you don't have to.
We'll get it one way or another.
Yes, we will.
So we got Francine here.
Yay.
So again, that is Bonding Over Bourbon Podcast at gmail.com. We will, once we have your information and once we get back from vacation, we will work with you on getting this out to you. She's very excited.
Oh, cute. I love that.
All right. So now we have, Francine, the XL size will work for you. If not, we can upgrade, but we unfortunately cannot lower the size. That is just what we have. We expected some whiskey drinkers to be a little built like me.
Or me. It's okay.
Then let's queue up the next one here. Oh, I think I just saw it. Oh, there's Wesley.
Oh, hi, Wesley.
And then for the next one, we keep getting more entries. That's wild.
It is crazy. I mean, everyone loves free stuff. I love free stuff.
That's true. You do love free stuff. Next up is a Buckeye Bourbon and Cigars.
Nice. Buckeye. Are you in the chat?
Hold on. Where is it? You get what you get, bro.
Yeah.
Larrikin was nice enough to donate this to this live stream. So we got what we got.
They are very kind for giving us all of the merch.
Exactly.
And they gave us merch when we were down there. They're just the kindest people.
They really are. Plus size bourbon nerds are basically a staple.
Yeah, honestly.
Buckeye Bourbon and Cigars.
Perfect.
So do you want the 2X or the 1X? I refer to myself as thicker than organic peanut butter. Where is it? There he is. Oh boy. That's just mean.
Low hanging fruit.
2XL.
Okay, 2XL. I'll mark that.
Cool. So again, Bonding Over Bourbon Podcast at gmail.com. And then the last one left on the table here is going to be for a single XL. There can only be one. Let's start the Thunderdome.
Only can be one.
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome. Thunderdome.
I miss Thunderdome.
I know.
We got WV Sean.
WV Sean.
WV Sean, are you here? Honestly, I don't relate to that problem, but I'm very happy for you.
I think we would be skinnier if we didn't eat pizza after live streams or Taco Bell.
It's not every live stream, but it is a number of them.
We also stand the whole time, so I feel like I'm burning calories, you know?
Yeah, bourbon calories. All those pours didn't count, but the pizza sure does afterwards.
It does, because I'm sitting. You know what isn't happy is my knee right now.
Yeah, you're an old lady inside.
I am an old lady.
I love you, even though you're old.
We've been standing for 3 hours. Give me a break, man. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Please send us a message at Bonding Over Bourbon Podcast at gmail.com, and I will send that over to you in 2 weeks.
Roughly. Give or take a little bit of time. Comment here. I just want to confirm something. Where is this? This one? I don't know what that means.
Dabbing?
Yeah. Yeah, someone said, 2XL, please. Okay.
We'll work it out. Yeah. Randy, can you get us another 2X? I'll just Venmo you.
Yeah, just grab us one more the next time you get something from Larrikin, and we'll just take care of it. We'll do this one on our own dime. So that leaves us with one more single XL.
Oh, one more.
Okay, so we have one more giveaway. I lied. One last giveaway for a single XL. Let's see who the lucky winner is.
Boo, 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 boo.
Do.
It is.
I can hear the dog by the door.
Math and Miles.
Mash Miles, are you still here? I I'd honestly be surprised if
Oh.
you needed 2XL. You're a pretty slender dude.
I see it. Oh, hold. There we go. Mash and Miles, are you out there?
Mash and Miles.
So,
Oh, this is very nice. Have a safe trip and keep up the good work. Thank you so much. The Slee Balls?
Okay, I took all my notes. Sleazeballs.
Slee Balls.
Oh, Slee Ball.
Mash Miles, are you still here?
I'm very worried about packing. I think I'm going to leave with like
No.
2 pairs of socks
Not
and
happening.
maybe a shirt.
Not happening. We both have ADHD and I have a little bit of OCD. So I'm going to be like, did we check it 14 times?
Yeah, but we've been drinking.
It'll
So
be fine. We're professionals.
okay, well, we're going to have more drinks while we're packing.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Mash Miles. I know that we know how to get a hold of you. I know that we know how to get a hold of you already, but please still send it through the email so we can have it all in one centralized place. That is Bonding Over Bourbon Podcast at gmail.com.
Is the juice worth the squeeze? Packing is easy. Just get close at the distillery.
I mean, honestly, yeah, we do need more whiskey stuff for our merch. Let me stop sharing that. There we go. There's Walmart at every corner. That's a really good point.
That's true.
I absolutely abhor packing, so I agree with you. Have to make a list. The list helps, but if you have ADHD, you check out like a third of the way through the list.
Yeah. I usually get like toothpaste and retainer, and then I'm like, I'm done. That's all I need.
And for the record, I've never had to buy anything at Walmart or anywhere else after we're already on the road. I'm like, if I didn't pack it, I don't need it. And most of the time, that's true. All right. So it looks like a couple final comments here. We have congratulations to all the winners.
Congrats.
Thank you, Mr. Mom. Thanks for an awesome episode tonight. Safe travels. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. There'll be no fun. It'll all be work. All hard work. Nope. There will be not a single moment of fun.
We never have fun on these trips.
What is this? 138 proof? I'm not having fun.
I have to eat beignets in New Orleans.
Nola. I'm going to eat a disgusting amount of food in New Orleans. I'm going to have like straight up meat and like Cajun spice sweats every single day. I'm going to love it. Last one here. Great stream, guys. Have a great night. Time to go. 16 hours of work. God bless you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for joining us. Really, really appreciate you taking the time, especially when you have a day like that ahead of you. There we go. T-shirt and shorts are winging it. I mean, honestly, your swamp everything will thank you for that. Pack stuff, then freak out if I packed anything. Everything I realized you packed too much.
Yep.
She packs too much.
I'm an overpacker.
Every time.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't need like 75% of this.
Usually I'm like, oh no, what if I shart my pants every day that we're there?
Jesus Christ. Michelle's got a good point. I drink bourbon while packing for the cruise and it turned out fine. If anything, they came back with more than they left with.
That's true.
You guys have the mufala. Love that. All right, so we had a great time. This was absolutely fantastic. I didn't know what to expect with Greg. He's a wild card person, and I love him for that.
Yes.
I'm so glad that we are on the not wankerish side of Greg.
At least now.
Yeah.
It could change.
Maybe he'll be like, my wanker Wednesday is that you have so much of my product, and this is the first time we're talking. But either way, oh boy, see? Nobody wants to imagine that.
Well, I feel like, it could happen.
Don't worry, it's the 8 mini pours talking.
Reaper.
Yeah.
He got around it with
he got it.
Chad coming in.
Give me a C, give me a U, give me an N, and we will see you next time we do a live stream.
Goodbye.
Thanks so much for joining us. We are Bonding Over Bourbon. We need to panic pack, and we will catch you next time.